think, are you familiar with League of Legends? You know, the grunts, the minions.
We are alive.
Basically think those spawning all the time.
But not visual.
And you're just like the badass, so you'll like literally slay thousands of guys in a match as you take down the other guys like you
It's a
have
hack
special
slash.
Hack
You just go through and whoop ass.
you just take down thousands of people.
It's like playing D&D where you have those 1 HP enemies.
Good shit.
I wish.
Not my game, bitch. Alright. Let's see what we got here. I don't use the end screen much, do I? No, I do not.
What is it for a mic?
Oh, this is the mic, man, as usual.
You probably shouldn't put it over here where you eating. Oh my god. Everyone's used the stream.
You guys can... Yeah, right now we're stopping and having a bit to eat, guys, before we get really going tonight, so...
And I also figure we'll do...
It's going to be a little more casual, and we have less people, so we'll actually get more done during the game. Strange enough. Unless you guys just get fucking lumped. But I'll adjust everything down for having less people, so...
Tyler.
Yeah, Tyler.
Adjust everything.
I'm not high function today. I'm like, what? I'm like, apparently you're not fucking high function.
Dang it, is this a thigh too?
Is this a thigh? And a breast?
I don't think...
Do you just have a half chicken there?
Yeah, it's...
It's a fucking... Is this quartered your chicken? Fucking hand you.
I'm gonna heat it up a sec. Maybe then I'll be able to tell what the fuck this is.
There might be some barbecue in the fridge and stuff.
Nah. I'm gonna rip this motherfucker apart with my hands.
Go for it.
I mean, not that hard. It's already been cooked.
There's such a thing as dipping, you bastard. God.
I don't think that's a breast either.
Look,
I don't think they gave us a single damn breast.
Oh my god. How could they?
You know what?
Burn
To
it
be honest,
down!
though, to be honest, the breast has all those fucking little tiny little ribs that make you want to choke.
Well, I just eat around the ribs.
I know.
I don't like to eat around the thigh parts.
Oh my god.
See, when I buy chicken thighs, they just have like one bone in them. But when you buy them at a restaurant, they have like...
They have the, like, trifecta 3
I can't imagine.
that you gotta fucking rip off
I
in
don't like
layers.
those tiny thigh parts.
The thigh parts. Get out of these thigh parts. Osmosis Jones. Anyone knows? Do you guys know what Osmosis Jones is?
Yeah, I know that one, but I don't remember
Fucking
that part.
90s. No, that's not actually part of the movie. It's just joking. Get out of these. You don't belong in these thigh parts.
You're an upper body cop.
Upper body cap. You don't belong. Okay.
Walking the mean bands down here in the lower leg.
Oh god. Oh my god.
Kicked off Twitch.
All these meaningless little notes I have here. There's the 10-year gap. This is some of your wages. I should keep that. 10-year gap thing needs to go away because I already did that. This is what you were going to do about everything. We already did that.
Is that just playing?
No, we're live right now.
No, I mean, is that playing in the background? Like,
Yeah, that's what they see.
yeah.
They don't see us. Hey, it's me, Aiden. Welcome, Aiden. We're glad to have you on the stream. Colin says hi. But I mean Colin sighs.
No,
Colin says sigh.
Colin says sigh.
sigh.
Alright, now that we started, time to go get coffee.
No, you fucking don't.
This stream brought to you by Hortons.
Okay, let me get the stream chat up here. Oh shit! You know what? I better change the fucking title
What?
so it's not the same episode as last week.
Wait, where's we playing the episode in flashbacks?
Oh my god.
Whatever a good anime does.
Whatever good anime does. Titles.
And that's what I like to call a sticky
Extreme title.
situation.
Squirt. We should all change our characters to England. This is fine.
Yeah, Derek, we gotta found a race in your world that crawls out of the sea. They're squids, but they're also kids.
Been done.
And they have a deep philosophical religion about their conflicted beliefs, whether they truly are kids who became squids or squids that became kids. The duality of kid.
What should we name the, I think...
A slow and easy dungeon.
Fine. A fast and easy dungeon. How about that?
Fast and loose.
Okay.
How do you spell descent? Shit.
I don't.
Got it. Like a boss. They'll never let me say that again. Alright. Part 15, The Descent.
Alright, boys.
And now pea soup has arrived. Don't worry, they can't see it or anything.
I'm gonna wash my hands. Is that? Damn, that live chicken's extra greasy.
Send help, I'm hurting cats. Does something to do with your adminning, Altani?
Cold, weird.
Oh, thanks. I do have paper bowls up there, just on top of the microwave. So, you guys opted to go into the city directly rather than going through the rim.
Right. And all our rope equipment went
Went to shit.
yeah, cause fucking that once, baby.
That once, and harsh punishment. Yep.
No, we were trying to go just normal climb checks down the hill, and I got a nat 1 and a knife dagger fell out of my pants, or out of my boot, and cut the rope, and then we went back up, and then you got a nat 1 and your pack split open, right?
Yeah. Great. Which
Had alchemist fire.
and bane oil.
So yeah.
I don't know what kind of bane oil, but
And it burned the rope that you guys were riding down.
the alchemist fire did. But I don't know what bane oil I had, so all I know is I smell worse than freaking garbage pile.
That was Kobold's Bane.
Oh god, we're all
Or
dead.
Dragon's Bane, technically.
So that's why what's her name is standing.
Oh, Vala?
Yeah, Paula is like,
You'd probably smell like a ratty ass troglodyte right now. Yeah.
It's not so warm.
yeah.
This extra.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, bro, next I'll make sure to wash it. Set it back.
Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, man.
No problem. It's more than I'm actually gonna eat, so.
Oh yeah, I don't expect us to eat down all that soup, but
I might take a bowl of my own.
Actually
Alright.
dying from my stomach exploding.
get something to dry.
I'm gonna have to do a little continuity manipulation to get the other two out of the game for the session. So I'm gonna have it that they were left at the top of the rope ladder, and you guys are at the bottom. So they're gonna go around and meet you down halfway or something like that.
What's Aiden saying? Can I look at the messages? Jack?
What?
May I look at the chat?
Yeah. chat's right there on the stream, and it looks like I haven't gotten any messages since I opened up the bigger feed over here.
Who's send pie, please? I know who that is.
Send a pie, please.
Yeah, I sound so familiar. I don't remember where it's from. Send help. I'm hurting cats.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm hurting cats now.
Sure, Jerry's got some interesting stories about his administrating tonight, then. He's hurting cats.
Yeah, cats.
Okay. Let me get my bowl of soup, and then we can all congregate here.
Yeah.
How are your drunks coming along?
We got one for Enemy Time Warforged Scout.
What? Warforged?
Warforged.
So what kind of Warforged? Oh.
Like it. Thanks, bro.
Wash them. Spoon as well. Scrub it up. Oh, you might have to wash this shit, bro. Whatever, you can wait till tomorrow.
I don't know, I like, for some reason I like providing more for
Yeah,
This stuff still warm?
Oh yeah.
a little bit.
Okay.
Okay, now I'm
I
ready.
turned it off around noon and just let it.
Thanks, Matt. Okay. I'm gonna turn the camera on and get started. Did you want me to put something over your face?
No.
I don't know if you cared. We were joking about last
Just
time.
a dancing goblin gift.
I took the bag thing wrong, I guess, when you said it in chat. Okay, so
I just expected or thought that everyone was gonna show up next session. It was like, okay, now we all have paper
the
bags.
fucking chat is all over your face anyway.
Puts it up just to see his face. Zooms it in.
I mean,
Hey, everybody, here's my hand.
Oh yeah, beautiful.
The hand
I'm
of
trying to make it so
creator.
that you can see the apartment straight. It's because they're on the weird lamp angle.
Hey guys, look up Kirby with real feet.
no,
God,
that's old.
there we go. Oh, that's why the base here, and then this down. That's how it's supposed to go.
Mm.
It's the weird because it has the base hanging out like that. Oh man, you gotta love it when I move my camera around to do some other recording. All right, I blame the drawing stream. Okay, so yeah, were you there for that?
No, I
Well.
actually haven't got around to watching that.
That's
You need to
okay.
show him that SpongeBob.
I did, or I saw it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, it was here last week. You
Yeah.
showed it around.
I wasn't sure if you did that before or after you got here.
Oh.
Don't want to do half this dirty work with me.
Do you have my character sheet? That was the trick.
Do I? Fucking hope so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Where would I put it?
Let me check in the closet.
No, it wouldn't be there.
Your character's in the closet. I don't.
Tom Cruise, come on.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
Tom Cruise, get out of the closet.
Mom! Tom Cruise is in the closet. He won't get out.
Oh my God. Fucking South Park's. Back when South Park was good.
It's so good.
And then I take out my gun.
Back? Not back. Back here was retired a long time ago.
Yeah. My name is a little bit.
There's a tie flank.
It'd be annoying.
You haven't played since we come back here, right?
Yeah, I haven't played since. Hopefully it didn't get sold.
Damn it.
Do you remember where you put it?
On the table.
Well,
I can go through mine and see if I have a 15th character.
I just don't know character.
When I bring up the fact that I have a
Like,
15th
I mean,
character, Jack just.
You would not have your character in here.
No, guessing I can do one. I don't want to.
I just like shit. I usually don't hold on to characters for people. I'm not usually like Tyler.
I mean,
Like, there's a reason that I don't like to do what Tyler does. Is it's because I fucking lose them. I have Peck for some reason.
you have Peck.
I have Peck, but I don't have your new character.
Alright, pull that out. Pull this out and see what I have.
Well, I'm just wondering where I would have put his character. If not in my folder of characters.
Where are you going? I don't know what feats I had though.
Row. Let me see if it's in this binder here. But it's probably not.
Yeah, that's not.
That'd be a big nope. I don't have your character, man. It might have gotten thrown out. Or just lost.
That might happen, but I don't
Let me go
think
look at my
Jack
room.
will prove that. Huh. Neat. I still have that. Cool.
Dude, I don't have it. I'm sorry.
That's fine, I can print one. I just don't remember what feats I had. What's the problem? Then I throw
You
them
just
out.
gonna recreate the character?
I mean, I don't know.
Walter.
Unless you want me to create your character.
It's up to you, dude. I give you absolute freedom because I forgot your character.
I'll create it.
Okay.
'Cause I don't know.
Level 13.
My health and stuff.
Level 13. Whatever class you want, and
Just go dry my hands.
you can have 3,000 gold of equipment, I guess. Okay. Let's pull these characters back.
I'm dragon.
Yeah, I'm
There's an
seeing-
Ellen and there's you.
There's me.
And that's.
I mean, I could give him one of my homebrews.
No,
No.
no
That's
fucking
not
way.
gonna happen.
No fucking way ever. You wanna
There's-
flick on our good buddy there next to you? It's the switch. Good switch. We already. Oh, it's got water. Good.
It's like full power.
Would you like a copy of this by chance? It's character summon or monster summon
For your character?
for any character really.
Oh.
It was for a 9th level summon.
Jesus Christ. Look. Just trying to erase the fucking fountain. Just put that fountain on that chair for now. So I can go ham on this erasing.
Wait.
Let's see.
Do we have a character sheet?
Yes, that I fucking have.
I'm just going through and seeing if I have one.
Okay, so you guys want to do a recap while we're getting started here?
That needs a little bit of water. Let's say
Thanks, man.
I've been trapped in this thing for 3 days.
We don't need to recap a character as I'm introduced yet. Matt, you want to go from... Let's go from... Since we have Aiden here, who hasn't watched any of the streams, let's just go from the weird kobold
Should be a druid.
and do floor 1 real quick. So... Let's recap from the weird kobold.
Okay.
See if that's everything. It should just be one character sheet right there.
There should be 4. If there's 4, then we're good.
Basically, we get to the first floor, which is pretty much the entry.
Hold on.
Find an undead kobold.
So yeah, they enter the dungeon through a door that has a anti-dragon spell on it. They dispel that barely, and they're traveling with a party. We're not going to go into the backstories of each party. You have to watch the back streams for that. But their goal is to get to the bottom of this city so that they can. What was the reason you guys decided to come?
I'm a prisoner. I was busted as a criminal, and I've been forced to do this, and I've already tried to escape twice.
I agreed to it.
Is he playing the same character?
No, he's not playing Herrick anymore.
Nah, Herrick killed himself so that the parasite would do his dirty work, in a sense, and,
They
destroy all them.
Little did you know the parasite is incubation phase of 1 week.
Oh my god.
And it's
Someone
been
else
in here
help me
for
on
the past
that.
15 years. Or it's been in his gut for the past 15 some odd years.
Yeah. Well, it's an incubation of 1 week after death. It starts to do its, transformation into adulthood.
Yeah, if I had taken control before that.
Oh, you got a wet paper towel there?
Yeah.
You want to pass it over? I could actually use that. Once you're done paper toweling.
Let me just...
Yeah, put that right next to his brand new character sheet. Do it. Okay.
Yeah, the closest thing I have is to a level 15 or level 15/13 is
Yeah, we're not.
20.
He's just gonna make a new character. Matt, we got this.
Okay.
Matt's too excited to get this extra character in here.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if it was in the Underdark. But...
Yeah.
So what? Sub races and races are there in the world? Like not as sub races, but like lore races, pretty much. Like like the Ice Elves and all that. What is?
It's the same ones. My
I don't
world.
know.
Well, you have the Dwer, or the Dwarfari, and their descendants, the dwarves. Then you have the different elfin kind. There's the 5 different races of elves. Then you have, or 6, I think. Then you have humans, gnomes,
And some various spirits.
lots of different spirit folk. Well, folk and kin, which kin are spirits, and folk are fae. None of those are in the player's handbook.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
Jesus. You help me erase, please. This weight pepper towel helps me get rid of the traces really well, but... Should know this a week ago.
Of course, the chick who wears black and dresses like a dominatrix weapon is a whip.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, but like one of the only other original character they added to this game is just, basically Titties, the character. Titties. Evil sorceress Titties.
Okay. So, that's enough racing. So, you guys just got to the bottom of that cliff face.
Right.
We're not going to introduce Colin until he's done. Sorry, Colin.
That's
Before you is a city that goes down below. So, from what you guys can see, you're in a slum-like district. It looks like massive, like apartment-style housing for slaves. It's familiar to what the kind of structures that some of you lived in other slave holds. Obviously, the mining camp had the boarding house, but this is like a straight-up, like, huge slave hold. So it has a bunch of barred windows and things like that. And they're on either side in huge blocks. They're numbered in Dritch symbols.
Blaz says, "Is this some sort of prison?"
No. Well, yes and no. This is where the slave or the headmasters would usually keep the slaves.
More Dritch crap.
Vala turns to the UV and she goes, something's missing. Oh, the other half of us. Hell.
They were right behind us on the rope, weren't they?
You guys turn around. You see the rope is burning with alchemist fire, and as it disappears, the others wave down to you and they say, we'll meet you down there. They point to a large structure in the town. It looks like some kind of zenith. They say, I think if we go this way, we'll meet you there halfway. They say, make your way down to the spire. We'll meet you there.
Alright, I guess. Me and you, Vanellope, are just gonna trudge through some slave camps.
Okay.
By the way, it's pretty quiet except for a low howl of draft wind.
A slave ghost town.
No. I'm gonna throw. Where's my bag?
Oh shit, yeah, I gotta get out my dice.
I'm gonna throw a perception check. Let's see if I can see any form of movement, life.
Yeah,
people
this would
watching.
be. City streets are great for an ambush. I remember the days when you'd want to get a mark for a pickpocket.
Mm-hmm.
You get into that alleys and you could just cut off the exits and cut and run.
Oh,
this
you
is
close the
7.
crack
I
on
don't
your side.
want 7. I want. There you go.
Just pinch that together. Matt, that corner, just push. Okay, good.
Perception
Oh,
total.
this is not good. Hold on. Just lift that corner up a little bit. Just-
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. All right.
All right. Perception total 20.
The perception of 28. You notice, even though you can't hear anything right now, you see a faint glow of light, iridescent, weird fairy firelight like the city usually uses as a lighting source. It looks like some of the city blocks down the way are active, as in the lights are on and they're occupied. But that's like
They're
quite
street
down
lamps?
the way. That's what I mean. Well, because the cities is too archaic to have like street lamps,
But it would like not street lanterns, but
they would be like floating lanterns that would move up and down the street and follow people.
Some more magical nature, magical
Mhm.
lanterns. Are these like the Chinese lanterns we ran into earlier?
Yes, these are those the same kind of things. They're orbs of paper and light that have glowing glyphs that give off light.
Did you ever learn to read any of that?
Just because I'm the last of a house doesn't mean I get to learn anything from it. I'm not trying to be an ass or anything. It's just
Well,
yeah. Our foremost translator is all right there.
Yes.
Yep. Weird guy who spoke Dritch.
Yeah, that guy's
Choose your words, says Vala. That is my husband.
then you
Suit you
chose
once,
someone
next
just
thing.
as crafty as you, ma'am.
She goes, although I don't really like his recent company, we'll have a talk about that later.
Yeah, it thinks to be a complete ass.
Alright, so
Alright. If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna change in my new armor set.
Might as well. I'll take a
Vala
chance.
shrugs. She goes, I'm alright with it.
I take the time and change into my new sleek black leather armor.
Alright.
which
I'll take the.
I'm not quite sure you had any properties. It was just
Says black leather studded armor. When you put it on, it refits to a dwarvish or half dwarvish shape.
Oh,
You get
well,
a
you
plus
do that.
2 to miscellaneous or confidence bonus to move silently and hide. Remember, that doesn't stack with any other competence bonuses.
So,
So it's that, right?
Definitely.
Or the other one, pretty much.
Hmm?
So it's that, the other one.
Mm-hmm.
Just wanna make sure.
Usually in the system,
bonus.
types of the same type, no
So,
bonuses of the same type do not stack.
competence bonus to stealth
Mm-hmm.
and hide. So,
I
pretty
think
much-
hide is stealth.
Yeah.
So 2 to stealth.
Pushing it to a 14.
All right. So,
So, while he fits his armor, I'll do a roll for perception. And I'm also gonna okay, stealth first.
okay. So you guys are stealthing forward.
I want to stealth and probe the very most exterior. Just walk up and kind of get to the
Just
outer.
giving a very blanket.
Just checking the outside. Maybe seeing if we should go left or right for a because I want to go wide.
Do you allow thieves stand?
Use can't. It technically exists, but it's more of a set of like the symbols that the hobos used in the in mid America,
Okay.
where it's more like signs written. Yeah,
Okay.
it's less of an actual language. But having thieves can't does matter for something.
Stealth stealth 23.
23. Okay. You're able to be stealthy moving forward. Go ahead and make your perception check.
24.
As you're going forward, you notice that the next left there looks to be the slave workers' offices, which are not active. And on the right, you notice that there is what looks like a big fissure and break where a building imploded or exploded. Can't really tell unless you were to go and look at the wreckage what happened there. But there's a ruined building that has a huge crack going into the under earth, and it looks like a cave goes up towards it. It's like something broke through or tunneled in.
And Vala's pretty thin, right?
Yeah, she's slightly curvaceous, but
She doesn't have a
stocky build. No.
Yeah, she's not thicker than his character. Okay.
No, absolutely not.
All right. Well,
She's more on the elvish side.
since all the short
Definitely not thicker than
and
that.
Skinner people are here,
Definitely not thicker than a half dwarf. No.
I think there'll be more to hide in the wreckage for us to make our way out and not I don't want to go.
Are you gonna point the areas out to him?
Yeah, point the areas
Uh-huh.
out and
You can go and roll a perception check as well. You got a 23.
or
Yeah,
24.
I love these rolls.
Yeah, he's been rolling pretty high.
Perception 12, whatever. That is a 30 total.
Okay, with your 30, you can roll a knowledge local on the slave offices, and you can roll a knowledge nature on the fissures and ruins. That's for the knowledge local.
Yep, that is 25.
Okay. With your 25 knowledge local, let's go this first. The slave offices, you recognize the structure. They're the headquarters for all slave activity in the city. So there might be some supplies, as well as maybe some structural maps, something like that, inside of those offices. However, there are defenses. You know that there would still be active defenses because,
Druid symbols everywhere.
I mean, just a Dritch city,
Right.
place of importance. The other place, knowledge nature.
Not so much, but I'll take it. 18.
You see that whatever created this is a failure on the knowledge nature. But you do notice with the perception that there is something that created this, some kind of creature or creatures created that it wasn't just a wreckage from the city breaking down or something. That is definitely a creature tunnel coming into the city.
With my craft,
It could
metals-
lead deeper.
With my craft metal, still know if it were mined out or.
No, like I said, you know it's naturally created, but you don't know
Okay.
what.
Well, something. Many things may have made that, or just one big thing. So
I guess you can use your craft to determine that.
a dinosaur for an animal companion?
It's 20.
A number of smaller things.
Yeah. It's a bunch of small little creatures that make that hole.
Hmm.
Can I have a
Well,
dinosaur
then
for
they're
an animal
not
companion?
swarming at the moment. Maybe they.
But
Maybe they ran into some trouble.
there might be some leftover supplies in these slave headquarters, main office and whatnot. This is the main office. So, again, bridge symbols everywhere, so probably lots
Yeah,
of
not
those.
easy to take care of.
Vala, can you send anything or
Sense anything, she says?
no, like send
Oh.
smell?
I'm not a hound,
I
but
didn't-
sure.
Wasn't putting it that way, but I'm sorry.
She goes, well, unfortunately, in my human form, I don't have the nose of a dragon.
I'm sorry.
And if I were to take on my draconic form, I would alert everything in the area.
How do we know there is anything in the area, though?
Oh wait,
Well,
no, Vala
some
already
made that
wasn't
whole-
Vala already supposed to scout ahead? She's gone. Forgot
Oh
about
yeah,
that.
she turned into a dragon.
Shit, I
and flew
forgot
off.
about that. She
Yeah.
already took her dragon form and alerted everything and then took off.
Yeah, she did that right before we started climbing down.
Yeah, forgot about that. So, yeah, she's
Who
gone.
have we been talking to this entire
We've just been talking to each other.
Yeah, sorry guys.
Huh.
It's
Oversight.
okay, you've only talked about Vala like twice.
How kind of a can reader?
Well, and most of the time it's, oh, hey, potato face.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right.
Most of the time it's
Well,
just
you
insulting you,
basically
so do you miss her? Anyway, so she went down to scout ahead before you guys got split up. So as far as she knows, you're just gonna all go as a party and meet. So she has no reason to turn around. She's down there. So which way are you guys gonna go?
we could use a supplies,
Forward, left, or right?
And we would need what we lost in the climb. It's worth a scout
but- Yeah.
probe. Check it out. Scope the building. What's the floor structure? What's the floor structure? Is it just like basically two floors stacked on
looks
top of
like
each other?
it's a keep.
Okay, so
It looks like a small castle. It has like 4 towers, 4 walls, and then an inner structure that's maybe a 3-story building.
any.
So you guys can see the building peeking out over the walls.
Knowing the Dritch, we shouldn't use anything that's supposed to be a door.
Well, I don't have exactly climbing gear, so I'm not going over that wall.
Well,
The Garbison, what is it called?
garrison. Oh, and the ramparts.
No, it goes up and down. The
town.
door.
Oh, gate.
Yeah, the gate, but it's a type of gate. It's the up and down.
Like the actual drawbridge, or
It's a gate where there's a name for it. It's a gate where it goes up and down.
Portcullis?
Portcullis. The portcullis is up, but the gate doors are closed.
so like the iron bars are up, but the actual gate is closed.
Mhm.
Okay. This town just doesn't add up. Looks like something blew up that one place and came streaming out of there, but there's no signs of fighting on the street or
Well, she did.
arson or chaos.
She did mention there's other factions in this area, so.
Yeah, those other factions must not. We must have caught them at a quiet time or something. Is there any do I see any? Do I see an easy climb or a climbable spot on the wall?
Roll architecture or
I got engineering.
engineering will work.
Dungeoneering.
Dungeoneering actually would be the most appropriate.
Yeah.
Or you can roll, what?
What the hell's escape
Use-
artist
nope.
used for?
No.
Escape artist is for trying to get out of handcuffs, ropes.
Okay.
Grapples.
Well, it doesn't
Yeah.
really matter in Jack's world. Mage handcuffs doesn't really matter in Jack's world.
Yeah, if you get handcuffed for the wrong people, no.
Right. Knowledge engineering. Oof. 13.
You don't see anything that is special, or well, I mean, I should say, it's not so much a perception thing. It's more of a you don't notice the flaw.
So yeah, can't shimmy up that. Check the gate for traps.
Sure.
Perception of 26.
When you check the trap, your search. Okay, so you're doing perception for traps. 26. You don't notice any traps on the gate.
Actually, I think I have. Wait, did I ever add those miscellaneous to the perceptions? No, I did add those miscellaneous. Those weren't perceptions. Those were for. Oh, that was a disabled device. Never mind.
You don't notice any traps on the gate.
It sounds so weird. I just want to knock to see what happens. Are there any bushes around?
No, there are some large mushroom gardens that look at one point to be mushrooms that were grown into statues by binding them together with twine and then unbinding them once they grew. You know.
Okay.
Well, I could mage hand it and knock.
Yeah, let's get around a corner. And
But you guys are you're under a huge cave. There's no gardens. You know what I mean?
Okay, is there a good spot to hide nearby?
Oh yeah, there's around the corner. You're in a
Like an
city
alley. Yeah,
with a
okay.
bunch of different alleyways and stuff. You know.
All right, let's find a good spot, and you can mage hand that door and just hit it hard, hit it loud, and urgently. Stealth check first.
Okay.
And mine.
What were you rolling for the
32.
first time? When you rolled the 2.
I forgot you don't cast or
You don't roll.
for
Okay.
spells,
What's your
so-
stealth? With a roll 7. And what'd you get?
32.
Okay.
28.
Do we roll stats?
Yeah. 46. Remove 1. Roll 6 times. Just go ahead and do it. No one needs to watch you. Okay.
Reroll ones or no?
No.
That and I have hide in plain sight, so.
Okay. So you're just not hiding with cover. I thought hide in plain sight just allows you to get concealed. Never mind.
Okay.
So you knock with mage hand. You're hiding, and you got a 28. You said.
Yeah.
You got a 32.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing comes and answers the door.
No commotion, no nothing, no response.
Nothing.
Oh, this place is weird.
Nothing happens. Oh my god, this fucking place is so weird. Nothing's shot our heads yet. Nothing.
It's just eerie.
Nothing.
Checks body for arrows. There's none.
Nothing.
Oh my god!
Nothing.
Starts running.
Nothing shot our head over with a ballista over the walls yet.
Yeah, no one shot a body part over the walls of the ballista yet.
Yeah.
Fucking strange day in the world of Jack.
I just shoot him a message. It's like, it could be just abandoned.
Okay, mark that off yourself for day.
Can I open this gate? Do I have the ability to open this gate? Like, is it a pulley or could I I open it if I can?
Yeah, you just push it open.
Yeah. Okay. Push it open.
The gate swings open with a dusty creak.
I just got a 5.
Before you is a small courtyard with dead grass. The grass is like a strange fungal, mossy stuff, but it looks dead and dry.
It's a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
Wow, shit.
Yeah.
It's one of the worst rolls I've ever seen.
Yeah. Challenge.
You can re-roll that one. I'll let you not have a 5 because your last character wasn't that shitty.
Two spells there. You know,
Hmm?
two 0-level spells per day. So I can't cast any Cure Light until I do a rest.
Okay.
All right.
Remember, this is so you have to take a full 8-hour rest to do that. Okay, so you enter up into the structure.
Yeah.
You guys cross the small courtyard. You come into a large lobby room. You see a desk that would usually be used by some kind of receiving to stamp forms and let people up into the upper rooms where management is, or just kind of it's the general reception desk.
Search the desk.
Sure.
Is it every 3 levels? You get
What do I add to
or is
that?
it every 4 levels?
Perception.
Is it every 4 levels or 3 levels that you get a feed?
4.
Okay.
No, wait,
19.
You find
every 4 levels you get
a stamp that's been left out and dried, and there's like a stamped like
skill
ink
bonus.
Okay.
pad with
Stat
sponge
All right.
Every
thing,
3.
and that looks dry as well. There's some papers laying out that just say things for like slave transfers and stuff like that. You
Do I
see
know
some
if-
quills and stuff, and paper. There's a set of keys hanging from a hook underneath the desk that look like they might lead to other rooms.
Is my trap sense going off at all?
Nope.
Well, that's actually not how I would ask that. But never mind.
Are my spidey senses tingling?
Yeah, am I
But
thinking
that's not
of
how
the-
transcendence works.
Well, it's just I get an automatic perception check.
I know. I would
but-
I would give you the perception.
Yeah, I know that's me being stupid.
Yep.
But
You're not stupid.
do I know if stamps having, especially like, well, what is on this stamp or seal? Oh, by the way, I will take some
It's
of the paper.
it's the house seal for the house that owns this area.
I'll take it and some papers.
Okay.
I'll take a look at that.
You take some blank papers.
Yeah, just some blank paper.
Okay.
I'll take a look at
Write
the-
down 20 leaflets paper or 20 paper and
Leaflets of paper.
sure, and then write down stamp. And then next to the stamp, write dash CRAC.
Stamp dash what now?
CRAUC. UC.
C. All right.
Cruac. Anyway.
Ruling for.
I fucking spelled that wrong. CRUAC. Thank you.
Knowledge
CR.
history. See what the house was. So that would be a 14 altogether.
Hmm?
To know what the house
Knowledge. Oh, Cruac. Cruac is a mercantile house.
was.
Not every house is important, but the fact that he has the stamp means I need to tell the name.
Okay.
They deal with the slave commissions,
Got it.
and they were aligned with a certain the fatherly faction, if that matters. The fatherly faction being the faction that deals with worshiping a god rather than a goddess. The Dritch had a big argument about that. There are two political parties. One wanted to worship a certain goddess, and one wanted to worship a god. Anyway, long story short,
We'll move on to another room.
yep. You guys gonna go upstairs or to the next room over, on left or right?
Where do you think they would store supplies?
Ground level would be probably the best. I'll throw it down. We.
Do knowledge
15.
local.
Oh,
This
local.
this scenario.
15.
15. Probably in the basement area, like everybody else.
Right.
Either ground floor or basement.
Keep trying doors to find the basement.
You come through another room where you see like it looks like a weird waiting room. You don't know how it would even be there. You go through that and down, and you find there's some like weird bedrooms. Apparently, some of the servants that worked here lived here. You go the other way and you find yourself through what looks like it looks like this room is actually like the smaller entrance to a garage type area. I don't know how to describe it other than a
Stables.
garage. Well, yeah, but it's less of a stables and more of a garage because you see that they back large style wagons into here and unload them. It's more like a loading bay. And that goes into a large cellar, which has big circular wine cellar doors.
Well, might as well start searching the room. And
You gonna go into the cellar, or are you in the loading
Search
dock?
this room and then I want to
Okay.
make my way to the cellar.
Damn. 30 altogether.
25.
You guys find barrels and barrels of disintegrated, like depreciated, I should say, fungal foods and grain. The grain looks like it's from the overland and imported. It has stamps of different slave camps from around the nation. This stuff looks, by the age of it, to be over 60 years old. Some of it, some pretty old stuff.
I wouldn't need it.
Yeah. You also find some carts of iron and some of that weird crystal you guys are mining is inside of cases that look expensive, like fragile cases. And there's one cart that has locks and iron bars to reinforce it. It's wood reinforced by iron, and it has like a huge padlock on the back that looks like two snakes eating each other's tails. Yeah, it's a double Ouroboros that makes a padlock. And it's gold.
Is it,
It's reinforced wood and iron, and it's a total canopy. You can't see inside. It's like a big. Just imagine a giant treasure chest.
Would you describe it more as a cage? Like
No, I describe it as a big like a crate style. Like,
Okay.
imagine if you were to build like a fully boxed wagon that has iron reinforcements, like a giant treasure chest, and then instead of it opening up like this, you make one end open up like doors.
Alright.
That's what it looks like.
And
I just pull up these tools.
yeah, no, I'll pull out my thieves' tools.
Make a perception check, Alan.
20.
You don't notice anything. Go ahead and roll your disable device checks.
Fuck.
Shit.
15.
37.
Okay. So you go to disable the lock, and so do you. Both of you roll reflex saves. DC 29.
Ooh,
Match.
25.
Okay, so here's what happens. He jumps back. You go in. One of the gold snakes rears up and bites your arm as you're disabling the lock. You see gold, like glitter, go up your veins. And then it pulls its teeth out, and you click the lock, and the lock comes unlocked. But as you look down your veins, you see like golden residues going up your arm.
Let me see if I have the item. An item to use. I want to basically like tie off my arm. Fuck. I'll have to be able to do that. I would have to rip something, and I will.
You can. I just.
Well, fuck it. I got that old sack I don't need. I'll cut up and rip that into strips,
Okay.
and then I want to just tie off the tourniquet my arm.
Heal check.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, should I roll
I'm
some?
gonna need you to roll first I need you to roll a dexterity check to see if you do this fast enough, Alan.
Plus, yeah, I had plus 4. No.
The,
Yeah, 4. So 18.
That's fast enough to get this done before it goes all the way up your arm.
15.
15 on your health check.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll survival check.
Drips of
Alan.
rag. I didn't put shit in the survival. That's 18. Yep.
You stop it from going up your arm in time. You can see it collecting in your veins down below your arm. It's slowly climbing though, because it's still going through your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Just slowly.
The
The tips of your fingers are starting to turn to solid gold.
Shit. I'm gonna have to believe you.
fuck. If it gets past my wrist, we gotta take the hand. Or it gets to my wrist, we gotta take the hand.
Again. Fuck.
Fuck.
So basically, what if 15
Restoration
pages
is about right.
of this?
You need to roll another heal check to do surgery
I do have wire.
to bleed him correctly.
20.
Okay. You're able to safely bleed him. You take 20 damage as he bleeds you out for a few minutes until the poison leaves.
Right, alright. This better been more.
You feel dizzy slightly.
Yeah, I'm gonna sit a spell.
The golden snakes now have let go of each other's tails and are sitting in the open lock position. And the wagon waits.
Let's get a stick and open this thing.
Just take the end of my rapier and just push the doors open.
I don't think there's a stick down there. And I don't think you should break your rapier. If you're all that
Inside, you see a sarcophagi.
We're not. Mm-mm.
Beside the sarcophagi, chained to the walls of this thing on the inside, are 6 gems that are glowing bright green
Ooh.
and floating slightly. It looks like they want to fly off into the air and float, and are being held to the sides of the wagon.
This looks all too familiar.
Like what?
The sarcophagi is also chained to the bottom of the wagon.
Remember the circus?
Oh, yes.
The visage on the sarcophagi is not a Dryden. It looks like a skeletal creature with a crown,
The little drawing.
with wispy hair.
Which could have been.
Do you want a drawing of it? Is that what you said?
No, like there's an image on the sarcophagi.
Well, you know, like a sarcophagi has the imprint of whoever's buried.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Kind of like a,
looks-
you know, like a
Yeah,
pharaoh.
like how Tut would be on there.
Yeah, and you'd have a pharaoh thing.
Okay.
This has a skeletal person
Oh.
with like this, with like hair coming off like this, and like an open mouth. It's wearing a crown.
You'll praise it, I'll throw some whatever knowledge is appropriate.
Praise.
Yeah, I'm gonna praise those gems.
Okay.
What would it be proper knowledge?
Just based off of the gemcraft of them,
Yep, it's 20.
they look to be some kind of large precious gem of that size. They'd be worth over 100,000 UP each. Or sorry, in your case, frontiers. Frontiers
Well,
each.
What would be the appropriate knowledge?
Arcane.
Ooh. Sexy. That is a 20 altogether.
For whatever reason, this is a lich.
Closing doors.
He goes to try to close the doors.
What are you doing that for? With the things. Would my character be? My character doesn't. So what's a lich? Just another zombie.
Closing doors. Walking away. Grabbing his arm. Just now.
What? He's locked in a box with chains.
I pull you in. It's just like, look.
Those gems are phylacteries.
Okay. Let me explain it to you. Imagine your worst nightmare. Now bind that into a single creature with limitless magic potential. And it hates everything that moves and lives.
Well, not necessarily. Liches also can, in this world at least, liches can exist for many reasons. But this one's you're probably right, depending on where you found it. But liches can also just be people who wanted to learn for a long time and decided to live a long time. I mean, the creation of a lich is a lot easier, as far as you don't really have to do diabolical means to make yourself a lich. In this world, at least.
For all we know, this is a driving lich.
It could be.
Or he.
Those glowing little orb or gem things? Phylacteries.
Well, maybe it's an enemy of my is my friend scenario.
They eat souls.
Maybe.
That sounds like something that Dritch would be all too comfortable with. Well,
If I could throw this thing into a void, I would. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll
No.
remember to send somebody back. I'm sure we'll find somebody stupid enough to pay for info on a lich.
No, the Jack. We shouldn't walk on any pathways, or through any entranceways. Possibly just retire to being a farmer. Build your own house, Clentrick says. Oh my god.
All right.
He's like, I think that was a comment on what you guys said earlier. Don't go through any fucking doors.
Yeah.
Don't go on any pathways. Don't
Let's
do
see if we
fucking
have
anything.
tasty in the basement.
Yeah, let's see if we can get some nice cheese. Because, I mean, well, actually, if those other barrels have been banned for 60 years, it doesn't look good on the cheese front. But maybe we'll find some wine. I don't know if the Dryden did wine or
Now
church.
you're speaking my language.
All right. To the cellar.
You open up the cellar. Dust and like an air of rot kind of comes up towards you. There's some food that rotted down there. As the cellar opens and it's dim, you can see some lighting flicker on as some of those orbs from before kind of float down into there.
Do I see anything with
Mage did.
my low light vision?
Hmm?
Do I see anything with my low light vision?
Yeah, with low light vision you can see as if it was daylight inside.
And I have dark vision, so we're good.
All right.
With dark vision you see it as if it was lowly lit. Dark
I
vision
thought you
only
seen black
activates
and
in
white.
dark. Dark vision only activates in the dark.
All right.
So they see as if it was torchlight during torchlight. Low light sees daylight during torchlight. Does that make sense?
Okay, got it.
But then in the dark, low light can't see anything.
It's like having night vision. If somebody
Yeah,
put
dark vision is night vision, which doesn't turn on until it's completely dark. Okay. So it used to be infrared vision. Dark vision used to be infrared vision in first edition, which was way cooler.
like a fucking lizard.
I know, it was way cooler. Drow used to be able to see people find heat. It was-
Elves, all elves used to be able to do that.
yeah. So
I just love the image. It's like they're in here and they like blink a second pair of eyelids.
yeah. Now it's more
So it's
like
making predator noises.
yeah. So
We're going down the stairs of the cellar.
you see large casks of wine, like the kind that are monumentously large, those types.
Like, yeah.
You also smell what you suspect you smell, which is dried jerky that has been here for way fucking too long, which is now rotted and has some locusts on it, like, or not locusts, but like cave bugs on it. Yeah. And there is a giant wheel of cheese that is literally melted into a puddle going down the side of a barrel. Yeah. Beyond that, you can see there's a line of about 7 or 8 of those sarcophagi that you just saw that have been chained to one of the walls. And on the other side, you can see there is a portcullis that is lowered
This
that goes to a bigger room. Past the sarcophagi, I gotta finish this really quick. There is a fountain, and this fountain has the mouth of a dragon pouring out water into lower fountains. And you notice that this fountain looks to be the only part of this room that is of the original architecture. As if they appropriated this room to make a storage cellar, but it used to serve a different purpose. And the fountain's been defaced. Like someone just knocked a chunk out of it with a mace at some point or something like that. And you can see a glimmer of light from both, obviously, the liches, as well as at the bottom of the fountain there's a slight purple light.
Huh.
As if the water, or whatever it is giving off a special glow.
It's time.
But why do they keep liches with their food next to? Yeah, this place is.
Why do they keep liches next to their food?
The answer is that the food is for the liches, says something to you guys' left.
What's to our left to look at it?
It's a floating orb that has mechanical bits like floating around it. It looks like there are gears suspended midair,
Is this name
just
scary?
slowly turning and floating around him. And it's a little orb. It's like looking at you. And it like bobs around.
Hey Siri, what time is it?
You can roll, if you're ex-slave, you can roll knowledge local. If you're not, you can roll a knowledge arcana.
Oh,
Knowledge
14.
Arcana. I don't have Knowledge Arcana.
I would probably end up saying one of these at some point.
Yeah, probably not though. It's a 14.
I don't have Knowledge Arcana. Closest thing I got is use Magic Device, but that's not a knowledge.
No.
roll.
That's just knowing how to use things. You have no idea what this is, guys. It's a construct of some kind.
Okay. Thanks for the information.
You're
Machine-
welcome. That's what I'm for.
Machine, are you meant to be queried?
Absolutely.
It would probably be more polite if we address it by its designation or name.
I am the task lister.
Task Lister. Who do you serve?
It seems to like float and like idle for a minute, and it says, "My data banks are corrupted.
Huh.
Query not found."
What what happened to the people? Why is this place so empty?
Well, I mean, we're in a room with 4 witches, so we're technically no bone.
Indeed. But to answer your question, in the way I interpreted it, it seems that the reason this place is empty is because those who ran the place left and didn't come back, and those who worked for them died off slowly.
Excellent. What did they die of?
They were not permitted to enter the food areas without permission.
Excellent.
They were killed by the defenses mostly.
What do you know of these defenses?
Everything,
How are they triggered?
mostly by me.
Told you we should have gone to the wreckage.
Well,
Floats over and looks at Matt.
I think it's, we're gonna go now.
Task... No, it's not Taskmaster. It's Task...
You can call it Taskmaster. Let's just call it Taskmaster.
Yeah, okay. Taskmaster. What's the deal with that statue?
You point to the fountain.
Fountain, my bad.
That is an installation of the previous owners of this land.
Who's here before the... Oh.
Dragons.
Ah, yes, that's... Oh, yeah, the dragon lady's always talking about her land.
It used to be a nursery.
Hey, I'm sure she'd pay for some information like that about a place like this with a statue like that. We won't tell her about the liches. Well, maybe. Taskmaster, what's, quick, we're not looking to intrude on any of your, stuff here. We're just looking for a nice exit. Could you point us in the direction of a exit, perhaps leading towards the surface?
Absolutely, I can open the exits now.
Could I...
Searching.
How long would it take us...
It stares off and seems to ignore you.
How long would it take us to reach those exits?
She's in a...
It just continues to stare off.
Alright.
She's in a search right now.
Alright, no, this might be our chance to run.
Yeah.
Taskmaster is not responding. You hear, "Ba-da-da-da."
I also feel like we should call Siri.
No, Taskmaster's way better. Fuck Apple. Anyway, so
More like
it kind of like looks back at you and it says all exits have been closed.
Did you just close them?
It says, I have attempted to open them.
No such luck.
It would seem that most of them are damaged or collapsed. The last one was destroyed about 26 hours ago.
Oh, that was our only way out.
Not our only way out.
I'm not wizard.
Some of them have been overridden from lower chambers.
So they're deeper. Do you know how many levels are beyond this?
7 main levels. 32.5 smaller levels. I can't access the lower doors from this count or the lower. I cannot access the override commands from this council. It says.
Could you happen to know if all the override commands are coming from the same location?
There are several locations in the lower chambers. It would seem that another taskmaster has been keeping them closed.
Can you query this taskmaster?
It steers off again.
It's not looking good.
It says no, but it answered with a bang. I mean, it says it answered, but it says no. I'm being blocked out. It probably detects my corruption. Should I receive an update?
No.
Update denied.
Taskmaster, return to idle mode.
You see its light turn off, and you see it like float back into the wall, and you actually now see that it goes like this, and, like twists, and it's like sets it into a couple gears into the wall with like a magical circle over it. And it looks like you could activate it again and pull it out.
This is a nice little adventure area. I pretty much have to leave.
Yes, we're going. Back out to the courtyard.
Absolutely, the Taskmaster turns back on. Out to the courtyard. You hear it unplug off the wall and float up behind you.
If we keep denying the thing the updates, it probably can't transmit properly, so I don't think it'll spy on us.
This is beyond my knowledge.
I'm not an observational device.
I'm assuming this is a female voice.
No, it sounds kind of like how I'm talking.
Oh, okay.
It's very monotoned. Almost has a sound like a, you know what I'm saying when I say a, like a chromed voice where it's like boom boom and like kind of like sings off. It's like that. It's like a tone that's like working.
Well,
Like the Oracle from fucking Halo is what I'm ripping off. Like mix that with like one of those things from. Just rip off 2 series at once, why don't we?
Right.
So if I really had to make a reference where I'm not ripping it off, but if I was going to rip something off,
it was
Portal and Halo.
Guilty Spark and Gladys?
Yes. Well,
with the
or
TPS.
what's the guy from Portal 2? Wesley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Wesley?
I don't remember his
Wesley.
name. Wesley?
Wesley?
Something like that. Wesley?
Wheatley.
Wheatley. So yeah, it'd be like Wheatley and the Oracle mixed. Just Wheatley, more of the Oracle though, because the Oracle has no personality. This thing doesn't seem to have personality yet.
Kill it now.
He's like, he said yet.
Well, how was it?
You said yeah, I might kill it. You were not.
And then we'll leave and come back.
What'd you say?
What with it?
What'd you say?
Kind of whispered to him.
Yeah, what'd you whisper to him?
He's like, we'll have to update, and then we'll come back.
No. Task Taskmaster, do you have any other sensors on this level?
I have access to all the sensors on all levels.
When we came into this room, we came from a ridge. On that ridge should be two of our other traveling companions. Do you have any sight of them?
It looks like they're moving through an area without magical sensors. This is probably deliberate since they destroyed one on their way down.
Well, looks like they're moving cautiously along, but they are moving. Is there any other, besides them and us, are there any other active life forms on this level?
Yes.
How many?
Within my sensor range, over 80. Counting.
These the same ones?
120. 160. It starts counting up.
Shit. What can you know of anything of these? What these? Do you know anything about these life forms? What they look like?
It starts counting into the hundreds of thousands.
Shit.
To answer your second question, I believe the majority of them are insectoids.
Well, we know
puts a light on the stuff that's. Remember I said there's insects that were eating the rotten jerky?
Mm-hmm.
It shines a light on some of them.
Oh. Of course.
Most of which are insectoids.
And here I was thinking we were being invaded all of a sudden.
There is an invasion force in the area, it says.
Okay. Could you narrow it down to which ones are sentient life?
There are roughly 162 sentient life forms in the current level.
I'm
What?
assuming that's including the liches, us, and whatever else.
The liches are not alive.
Right.
What caused that?
If I were to include undead, I would say there are 369 life forms on this level.
Other than the sensors, do you have
Including
access?
constructs. It says calculating. Should I widen my search?
No, you've done great.
Thank you. I'll put it in your report. Don't worry, that's just a miniature box. Ignore the boxes of miniatures. They fall all the time. What did you guys think about it?
Yeah. We need to avoid not getting swarmed. The two of us can't.
What'd you say, Void?
Just avoid getting swarmed by whatever.
Calculating path.
God.
I'm sorry, I couldn't resist.
Thank you, though.
Well, I don't know about you, but we need to find a safe place to rest. What meteor spells I have, I still need.
We need to meet up with Vala, Fig, and what's Austin's character's name?
Yeah, I know.
We need to meet up with them. I don't trust them not to leave us. Especially since they got the safe path.
Well, we are trained like thieves.
Ever run on rooftops?
You gonna run on rooftops?
Well,
If
no.
the buildings are close enough, I trust it more than the streets. It's harder to ward the rooftops since it's not a straight path. At least in my experience.
You jumped from rooftop to rooftop.
My character's done a lot of thieving. Sometimes you gotta climb up to a window, climb up to a roof.
You say you were trained. I just like you were trained. To
Trained.
climb. Okay. I use the term loosely. Okay. So
I should be
I'm sorry.
Skilled in such matters.
Yes, you're very skilled in what you do. I was trained as military. No, it sucks. Yeah, no. But it's my livelihood, so I wouldn't be anywhere without my pen.
Yeah, but here you are without your
man.
man.
Hey, even they need a break sometimes.
Colin, how's your character creation going?
I'm on skills.
You guys made a choice where to go yet?
We
You guys checked the upper rooms yet?
no.
I think we should.
Yeah, there might be a roof hatch.
Well, we can keep right there. So
Plantic says boo.
I'm a druid, by the way.
A druid?
Yes.
you're an Underdark druid.
Great. So glad. Well, you could be just a druid in the Underdark.
That's what I was thinking. I do not. Be a city druid.
Urban druid?
Yeah. But I'm not gonna.
The weird druid, but okay.
Urban druids exist, man.
Yeah. This is a great test. This is a great stash you got. Well.
We
Well, I know you're probably planning something, but to tell the truth, they're probably going to take a while to get there.
well, if we could send them a signal we're still pouncing about around here, since this is our furthest point, and also a place.
Would you like me to send a signal through the sensors?
No,
Stand by.
How far is how far is it from here to the city center?
$20 something meters, something centimeters, it says.
Outside of my message range.
we could always.
Okay.
How are liches with fire?
You are not setting this place on fire.
I'm just saying it would attract a lot of the wrong attention to this place while we run, and then whoever does show up from that attention has to deal with a lich, so they ain't dealing with us.
Would you like me to unlock the lich cages?
No!
No.
I pop up.
Listen, I know you're trying to come up with some great elaborate plan, but sometimes the most straightforward approach. I say we find somewhere to rest, allows you to heal up your arm. I can recharge my spells.
Alright, let's scout up the upper levels of this.
You find a torture room that has a bunch of torture devices in it. There's a room that looks like it has some weird mechanical workings that are slowly clicking away. That's like in a maintenance closet type thing. There is a office room that has a desk in it and a chair. There's some things on top of the desk, a wardrobe in the room, etc. And like 2 chairs facing the desk. There's a map on the wall of the surrounding continent. You guys have seen that kind of map before. It looks outdated though. And the last room upstairs has what looks like a strange large ring on one wall with a bunch of symbols, And it's not drawn on the wall, it's like a big metal structure that looks like a big metal ring with symbols drawn in it. And it has like 5 stations that look like small half pillars that are cut like in an angle and have symbols around them facing, and they're like this, facing the weird ring.
F this place. I'm sleeping in the courtyard. I get my bed rolling and I'm going down to the courtyard.
You gonna search any of the rooms or do anything with them?
All seems very rich to me.
The thing's following you the whole time, by the way.
I just query the purpose of said strange metallic object.
The big circle.
Yeah.
It says that is a web gate.
What's a web gate?
That gate will connect to any of those around the kingdom for the transport of higher class nobles and other devices.
Does this web gate have power?
It can be powered. I believe there are some power cells in the storage room.
Well, that is the exit I need.
That would get you anywhere on the continent.
Bingo. Well, I got my exit plan.
Something tells me you're not sticking around.
Why would I? I'm just a prisoner here. I can go somewhere else. No, you all seem like very noble lads. You seem to have a very, clear goal ahead of you.
You see the thing. The thing pauses and stares off for a minute after he starts talking.
Oh.
But I just got caught in the wrong place, wrong time. I'm just looking to make a buck.
All you
And the
need to do is put my
Dritch,
skill points in,
they tend to
spells, and
defend
whatnot.
theirs pretty heavy.
Hmm?
So
I have my
Yeah,
pretty
I
much
know.
everything done
Listen.
except spells and equipment.
I normally don't
Okay.
outsource.
Just gotta do your spells and
But
equipment.
if you wanted to study
I'm sorry, I can't let you in before you have that.
Yeah,
done,
no,
'cause
I'm
that's
just
important.
saying, so.
something
Okay,
that
good.
you could actually make a living off of. I mean,
My memory banks show that prisoners are to be detained in certain cell blocks. You are beyond your prisoner. You are beyond the prisoner's corral point. Please return to your prisoner corral point.
Taskmaster, query update.
You've been identified as a prisoner.
Fuck.
It plays back. I'm just a prisoner here. As you said that out loud. Show your authentication papers before defenses are called.
They're right here. I take out the little black book I got earlier and the stamp.
Okay. The black book from where?
From earlier.
From way earlier.
Yeah, and I haven't opened the book, and I'm
You
just
haven't looked at it.
No, I haven't looked at it.
Okay. You open up the black book.
No, I'm basically like, here are my papers right here. Like just flapping them
It
in my
scans
hands.
the book. This is not an authentication paper.
Oh, really? Like the guy just told me and
you could just
run. I fucking run.
I was gonna say you were a slave, but okay, you're gonna run, idiot.
What do you say? Okay. You start to book it. Where are you running to? Do you have a destination or are you just booking it?
Yeah, I'm just running away. I just got to get out of this house.
You run down to the courtyard and the portcullis is dropped.
Shit.
I'm just walking behind.
Start querying that thing. I gotta find us an exit.
Calm your ass, you dumb rat.
You don't know what kind of things that thing can call. To the cellar.
You run down to the cellar. Another one of the things pops out of the wall and follows you.
Taskmaster,
Yes?
could you please... I would have to apologize for my slave. I don't like calling him my slave, but I am Vanellope Krieger of House Krieger.
House Krieger is not a valid searching database. Stares off for a minute.
And I have one of those things right next to me.
Yeah.
Shit.
House Krieger is found in the slave database.
Fuck.
You are outside of your slave quarters. You should be 30.2 miles away from here. Do you have authentication papers?
So you.
Well, I don't keep my lineage with me. It's at the house.
Your lineage is that of a slave. I'm asking for authentication papers to be outside of your designated area.
Well, no. I don't have them on me. I can go get them.
You said there was another portcullis in the basement.
Yeah, that led to some other large room.
Does it look like?
You approach it.
Yeah, approach it. Looking for a way to get it open.
That's nice.
In that room, you see that there's another sarcophagus that's by itself. In that room, beyond the portcullis. It's a dead end, though.
If these things have to corral everything, they have to corral these liches.
Calling defenses, it says.
Smash it. Disable device.
What are you gonna do?
Disable the taskmaster.
Okay, you have to find one of its consoles.
Well, I guess I'll keep searching for that.
Sure.
I opened my mouth.
Running around. Do I find any consoles? I'll keep checking rooms.
Sure.
Smash.
Well, there was the big mechanical room full of mechanical stuff. There was also the place where it pulled itself off the wall. And it said this console, meaning the console it was attached to.
It wouldn't really matter if I told him I've inherited the house, so
Inherited a Dritch house.
yes.
Was this in your backstory? I don't remember this.
I'm the last living member.
Yeah, but you're half human, half dwarf. You're not a member of a Dritch house. You're the last living member of your house.
I don't know. What I was going to work in, it was the house was cursed, therefore it turned into a lesser house because
Krieger isn't a Dritch name. You'd have to work with me on that.
said any descendants from the house were cursed to be human.
See, I would have had to work with this a long time ago when you were dealing with, ex-slaves and the fact that they might know who you are and stuff like that.
Right.
So,
It doesn't
if
matter.
the DM doesn't know, the DM can't do anything. No.
Try where it came out of the wall first.
I'll tell you right now, you guys both have the ability to make authentication papers right now.
I just go to use, give me the papers. And that would be what?
Forgery still a skill?
Yeah. So that would be what? Stealth?
You can roll forgery untrained.
You said 6,000? What did you say? 600?
Yeah, forgery, untrained. There's
2,000 of those, I said.
Okay.
So that would be, what would forgery be? Intelligence or wisdom?
Is it not a skill?
No.
Okay.
Nah, like these.
You need to read your skills then. So I can just look at the sheet.
Yeah, but also my skill one has ones that aren't on there.
Forgery is a skill in D&D 3.5, and Pathfinder, I don't know what it is. Logistics.
Logistic.
Linguistics, yeah.
So,
Roll linguistics check. To forge documents.
16. I can re-roll it, but can I keep the 16?
Hmm?
Can I keep it as a 16, my original roll?
Yeah, so that would be a total 19, right? You do a plus a 3 in logistics?
Yes.
Okay, so with a 19, you're able to quickly forge documents while it's paying attention
All right.
to searching for What?
Oh wait, no, we're not together. No, never mind.
I can
Now you
include
need his stamp now.
Because I was about to say that, like, I could quickly do up a stamp.
Make a perception check to find him.
22.
Make your stealth check because you've been running and hiding.
36.
You can't find him. What are you trying to do?
I was gonna interact with the wall first to do a
Try
disable
to
device.
roll a disable device check.
Oh no, disable device. 36.
You're able to open access to the administrator controls for the device. Do you want to make any changes?
I want to, if I can, use the sensors to identify him and myself as.
You want to change your identities in the system?
Yep. As Dritch. Dritch Queens.
That would conflict.
Yeah, there's only one. What?
House lords. That would make you lords.
Oh,
Nobles.
Well, I thought they had a queen. I thought they had queens.
They have a king or a queen, and they can't have a king and a queen. They can only have a king or a queen.
Oh no,
Anytime.
both high lords or high house members of Krumerak.
Correct. All right. It's been done. The system says, "My apologies. That must have been and it says it to both of you. My apologies. That must have been a grievous mistake on the part of my corruption. It seems that my identity database has been updated. I see that your house name is affiliated with the House of Karak." It says. You know this is bullshit.
And then
But
You don't know what happened.
I'm
But you can
eating
insinuate that something happened
it.
with
Yes,
him.
and I'm eating it up. It's just.
and
Mhm.
I would also do that since to detect the sensors of my other two party members if that were even possible, and I don't think I could somehow change the sensors because Penelope's in dragon form, so I don't think there's any fuckery I could pull to get her to identify her as friendly in dragon form.
No, it rationalizes it, so it's right now it thinks you guys are both ensigns, meaning like highly important to that family. Like not exactly being
VIP.
lords, but being at the equivalent of privilege level.
Important
We're just having control over the system at the level of one.
Okay, then I'll go to find because I've seen that device is
Yeah.
fine. I gotta go find him, fill him in.
Yeah, she's not hiding, so you can find her.
All right. Now, when we did that thing, it said we'd pull up defenses. Now that we've got some control funsies here, and you know our friends, they won't have to come to town, so they won't have to deal with these people, and they're outside of the sensor range, so I can't mark them as friendly. I say we just trigger the defenses on everything, except us. We identify everything as a cobalt.
It starts shooting darts at bugs.
This place will
Targeting
burn
all
itself to the
cobalt.
ground, and we run.
It says defenses have been targeted for all kobolds. You hear the metal grinding in the walls rise and like speed up, and you can hear like mass footsteps in the streets outside.
Well,
I don't know what I just
You
did.
hear like a go down the street.
I just peek out the window.
The portcullis is now raised, and you see that there is some kind of eight-legged, large machine creature moving around with a large turret on the top of it, going through the street looking around.
Shit.
Well, it's getting rid of the kobold problem.
If those were the... Well, if it finds anything, I'm sure it'll take care of it.
Well, you specified kobold,
Well, I was thinking that
and we are having a kobold problem.
Yes, of course. Let's silently move on.
Indeed, says Taskmaster. What'd you say?
I just love the meeting.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go lay down in the courtyard.
There are some sleeping chambers in House Cruax, standing fort.
Send to have them prepared if you can, and also we need directions.
Follow me, it says. And it floats off the wall again. Where are you guys headed?
Following.
Okay.
Let's go.
It leads you down several streets to what looks like a large castle. Half of it's been blasted away. And it leads you up the remaining part of it to some sleeping chambers. And you see the strangest thing as you walk in. There are humans preparing the beds and other things.
Do they just look like normal people?
When they see you, they walk past you as if you weren't there. But whenever you go to move in their way, they do move around you. But they don't seem to acknowledge or greet you at all. They look like slaves. They're in slave garb. They're not dirty or anything.
Huh.
They're not talking to each other either. They seem to all understand what each other want and need.
This.
I've contacted your servants to set up your quarters, it says.
Thank you, Taskmaster. That'll be all for the evening.
It floats into one of the nearby walls and locks into a console.
You still want to rest here? I mean, where did these people come from?
I've stopped. I don't know.
Looks like we've got an abandoned level, but not so abandoned that things can't be sensed. It's like this is a level they don't care about, so they left it abandoned, left people to starve. But it's still possible for stuff to be sent from the lower levels. I'm gonna guess that's where those people came from. Possibly similar situations to that portal pocket dimension, but actually that's might be one of the levels.
A girl carrying a wash tub, which you'd use to wash your hands and things before getting ready to bed, moves past you, and you see that there's a hole in the back of her head, right here. And there's a little bit of green liquid, just slightly in her hair. By the way, all the people have no pupils. Their eyes are whites.
Oh,
I just look at you and say,
You can do knowledge. I don't know if you knowledge nature. Maybe
Yeah.
knowledge or xenology to know what this is.
yeah,
Or knowledge nature, I guess.
Yeah, I don't have knowledge nature.
that'd probably be arcane too. So
Arcane could also work,
Ooh.
yeah.
Could I sense motive
20.
on these people?
Sure, sense motive.
Yeah, sense motive. Just I don't know. 18.
They all are working as if they were in one, in unison, as if they were a hive mind being controlled by one thing, or several things in groups. They're controlled. They're
Okay.
definitely not conscious of their actions.
Those defenses we activated. We heard those.
Those are different. Those are big constructs and tanks and
Yeah.
automatons and things
Okay.
going through the
But
streets.
have we heard those firing on anything, fighting with anything?
In the distance, towards where that big hole was. You're guessing maybe that's where the kobolds came in. But that's died down by this point, and you kind of hear it going off in the distance.
20 for knowledge or arcane.
You guys totally dodged this huge kobold thing I had ready for you. Just saying.
Fuckery happened, Jack.
This is definitely the work of Illithids. Which you know are servants of the Drow as well. Or sorry, Dryden.
Okay, anything my character would know, because Illithid means nothing to me, but if my character would know anything...
Sure.
Okay.
No, because that's what he rolled for.
Okay.
I just do this swim thing.
And you have no idea what that means. He does it back. Completely oblivious, what the hell.
I just
He's he makes a whisker beard motion at you, and you're like, yeah, beards are cool, man. He gives you the beards are cool, and you're like, okay.
evil squid.
Evil squid people is what he says.
Oh.
Great description. Thank you for letting him know what an elephant is.
So.
You're right.
Well,
Brain eaters. They make thralls.
and they're
Thralls are people or like
yeah. But their connections with the Drow.
Servants.
Druid,
Druid.
Druid and
Whatever we decided this week.
okay, yeah, I know. It's because I haven't really gotten this whole thing on paper yet.
It's not
I've been working.
We all
on,
know what we're
I've been
talking
working
about.
on the other book that I've been commissioned for rather than working on mine.
I say we don't push our luck right now. We get that rest, and then we start to see what we can do with our new identities.
All right. You guys are bathed, dressed, and given to bed.
Also, I think that this sleeping period would be a great time for Colin to do some one-on-one.
We'll
Just
tell
'cause
him
you
his
could-
character isn't ready yet. We'll get him in when he's
Well,
ready.
I mean, we can help him.
Where are you?
I'm just on equipment and spells. I don't really need a lot of stuff. I don't think I should have 2,000 gold because I'm a druid.
Well,
But-
you could also find crap
Yeah.
for 13
Druids don't
levels.
take a vow of poverty unless you take the feat.
There's a fee for vow of poverty.
Yeah.
Like if you were to give up an
Oh,
arm or something, you would
super
get extra
OP.
skill points.
The vow of poverty is
it's
super
the
OP.
negative, It's the negative feats, isn't
It gives you like a really big. Monks take it a lot because it gives you a dex bonus or an AC bonus and everything.
it? Really?
Yeah, vow of poverty is like a super OP.
I didn't know.
Wait, how does
I took
being
the vow.
poor give you armor?
It's a vow of poverty. You give up being poor to the gods in exchange for a huge blessing.
I would have took the fee. I just thought as a monk I had to take the vow of poverty. I didn't know there was an actual feat for that.
There's a feat for that.
Jesus.
Welcome to 3.5.
Yeah, well, this is Pathfinder, but there definitely is a vow of
Game
poverty.
it was where you could take, like, say, my character has one less eye, but I get whatever bonus.
Well, this game
for
has.
character
Yeah,
creation.
they have that in this game too.
Can I see
Yeah,
the
you
arms
take
on the equipment
negatives
guide?
It's
to
called
get extra
flaws.
Is the arms on the equipment guide?
Flaws, that's what I think.
And then there's drawbacks. Drawbacks are like half a feat worth, and flaws are a feat worth.
Is that the
Drawbacks have something that's it's not like literally half a feat. It's a drawbacks and benefits, and then there's flaws and feats. Okay, what were you saying?
Is that the one with enchanted weapons in it? The arms on the equipment guide?
Yep.
Can I see that?
But so that book also has something there, I
Oh.
think. Yeah, because that's the whole core book.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, if I ever see a sale at BAM on their role-playing games, I'm probably gonna end up buying some Pathfinder stuff.
It's not in there.
I don't.
Keep going.
Wouldn't. No, I'd be in the equipment, wouldn't I?
Here, hand it over. If it's not in there, I'd be surprised, but I'm pretty sure there's stuff in here because it's the core rule book.
Oh, you should name his character Randy Savage. Yeah, because you're a nature boy.
It's in the magic item chapter.
Okay, I didn't know it was a magic item shop.
Yeah, it's not just the player's handbook. This is the entire core.
It's like 4 books.
It's the core rule book,
Yeah.
meaning it's literally the 2 core rule books from D&D.
Yeah, DM's guide.
Anyway, here's
Are there
magic
monsters
items.
in that too? Is there any monsters?
No,
Just like,
Okay, because
because that would just be overdoing it. Nah, throw them in there.
yeah.
Some other games have that, like the game we're playing next. What's it called? Has monsters in the core rule book. The Dungeon World does.
Is my other name. I'm turning him into
It's OPs, so let them take it. They want me to.
Full plate of
Clint wants me to let you take the fucking vow of poverty.
What?
Clint wants me to let you take the vow of poverty.
Is it that good?
Fuck off, Clint.
Is it really good?
It is really good. It's just everyone fucking takes it, so it's really boring.
Huh?
Okay, that's. Well, that's
I'm not gonna
gives
take
you
it.
interesting lightning.
Because I got 2,000.
Not to mention Warforged components.
Also, you just need to get a soundboard.
I really just wanna, like-
Guys, the earlier you wake up in the game, the earlier I can introduce Colin. What's up, Colin?
We find Colin just staring at us.
I'm like,
What race did you pick, Colin?
human.
What you have to do in Nick Moss?
Because I'm still in it for a long time unless I die, because later in the thing, don't they get something that makes them live really long? Well, druids. Later in the class,
I know that Monks do that. I'm not sure about druids. Maybe. I think so.
I'll look at it later.
I think so.
Doesn't matter.
You're not gonna die of old age.
I will eventually.
You know, there
We all
is
do.
a cross archetype called Fist of the Wild.
That's pretty cool. I'm probably not gonna take it though.
It's a class archetype, so it's essentially gets a little
Where
wild shape.
is what I'm looking for?
We're not gonna die of old age. Next room over. Grateful Dead. That was a fucking JoJo reference for those who were
I'm not gonna get it.
JoJo's Bizarre
I'm
Adventure.
not even gonna try.
Grateful Dead. The Grateful Dead stand ages people.
Be very careful.
Where is what I'm
Oof.
looking? Is there things that increase the critical hit range on weapons? Oh,
Keen
Keen.
does it once.
Plus improved critical, so.
So if you have a 19 through 20, it does it to 18 through 20. If you have an
What does this say?
That's what Tagent did. Is he has keen, improved critical, greater improved critical, and
What is a scythe critical hit range?
18 through 20.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he has it. So he has a 16 through 20 crit range. It's the biggest one I can make. Yep.
It just feels good.
You roll
It
it.
really
You
does.
roll
Oh,
it.
it's a 18 through 20 times 4.
Times 4.
Yeah, because he also has a thing that makes more crit damage,
Jesus.
and he has bleeder.
Let's get Oh, I thought this said Mesa Screaming, but it says Mesa Smiting. That's even better. Okay.
There is a Mesa screaming.
We've also encountered said site.
Hmm?
We've encountered this site before.
Yeah, I actually made that scythe in game using my own gold when I was playing for Ben.
And then was.
Is there anything you're gonna want to do in this mansion before you guys leave? I'm surprised you guys didn't fuck around with the webway.
We might.
If you do, I'll be like, fuck, dude, you gonna touch my webway?
You're
See
probably-
what happens. See,
Who knows when they drop us off?
you know, let's see what happens when you play around with Stargate SG-1.
We get dropped off in Apple Grove.
Well, don't forget what's going on in the continent right now.
Right.
The war.
You don't want to be dropped off anywhere.
And the other side of the war has the webway unlocked. That's how they won the war against the Drow in the first place, was unlocking the webway.
We might want to destroy this.
Let's just I'm gonna go into my skill tree. Webway? Yeah, I'm gonna take that.
Your skills?
Skill tree.
What do you mean?
Like Skyrim and all
Oh,
that. Enchanting? Yeah, I'm gonna enchant this.
you could do knowledge webway.
Yeah. There's a.
There's knowledge fucking anything. That's one of the rules.
Yeah. I can't find.
You can make
what
special
I'm
knowledges
looking
depending on the
for.
campaign.
What?
But technically it'd be knowledge of the planes.
Oh.
I have
Cool.
a 2 in that.
This is fine. I'll spend all my gold in this weapon. I'll do this. Because I don't really need it for anything else.
What are you doing?
Keen. And then I'm gonna take the feat, isn't there a feat for specified, critical hit range? On like one weapon?
What do you mean?
Isn't there a feat for that?
Improve critical?
Yeah.
Why don't you look up improve critical and see what it does?
Okay. Well,
So we would have knowledge that the other side has access to these webways.
okay.
Maybe. Depends on your knowledge checks, doesn't it, buddy?
Right. I guess I could roll for it.
Mm-hmm.
And that would be history. Or
Yeah.
okay, that would be an
18. So knowledge history 18, you know that the war was almost won when a group gained control over a webway on the other side. And then one of the people who was supposed to take control of it burnt the fucking place to the ground, losing control of the webway for the west. Until later, it was regained at the Battle of shit. Gotta look up the town. The battle over Teja. And in which Teja was taken. Had a different name back then.
I can't find the really key.
And the battle over Teja, in which the webways were rerouted.
So
And a bunch of people who tried to go through the webways after that were eviscerated. Until they were recalculated later.
as long as these ones stay.
So for a small period, the webways were actually very dangerous, and then they've been recalculated since then.
Right.
Any webways that were still routed the old way would be destructive. That makes any sense. Just imagine it this way: you make a web that connects.
Right.
Now imagine if I took all the tunnels, and where the beams are never supposed to cross, I cross them all.
So people are going into each other. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but the connections are always crossing, meaning there's always a volatile intersection.
Oh.
It's kind of like crossing two things, like, you know, it's like if I took two water streams that shouldn't be crossed, what happens when water streams cross each other? It goes like this.
Yeah.
So-
So what's happening to people?
Yes, people got caught up in a astral torrent when they're trying to cross the webways. When they got recalibrated, they had to be recalculated to go to the right directions. So old webways might lead to a torrent, or not.
So as long as these ones stay powered, they should be safe.
Maybe. Be more like, are they set to the right coordinates? Imagine if I changed, instead of changing each one of them to go to the wrong direction, I changed how the map works. That's what happened.
Okay.
See, this is one of the things I want to, like, why I want to get my book written, is because I want to write up what is a war crime. Because obviously a lot of things in my world are not a war crime, that are a war crime in our world. But things like,
Messing with the webway.
well, not necessarily a war crime, but there are certain things you're not supposed to do. Like, after certain wars, I don't want to ruin it, because it'll actually be coming up in the war arc, what happened, so.
You alright in there?
Fuck off, dude, we're online. Let him take your shit. I'm sure he's alright.
I think I did pretty good on my soup.
Soup's pretty good.
Yeah, it was really good.
Peas were a bit hard, but like,
I liked it.
you like the crunchy beans? Peas?
Every time I try to make it, it's never like my dad's.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of how my chili is.
But you just have to ground every single piece of it up, so it's so much.
You gotta, like, I think you have to boil the peas ahead of time, or like use canned
Well, I
peas.
soaked them overnight.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like- From 4 o'clock until noon this morning. It was.
This would be a good example. So, like, let's say I drew up a web on this map, and then I took this and turned it so it's all diamonds instead of squares. That's what it's like.
That's not a good thing.
And my current thinking is actually when I'm getting this information sitting in the bed, just thinking back at it is just like, we should probably destroy those things.
So, you both wake up the next morning. Breakfast is prepared. It's a, looks to be some kind of stew.
Lovely.
It's like a porridge.
not like thank you.
And there's a goblet of wine, spiced heated wine, and a pitcher of cold cider put out on the banquet table between the two of you.
You know, being a Dritch Lord has its perks, I say as I pour a glass.
There's something I need to discuss with you.
Servants line the room on both sides.
I set a glass in front of you. Go on.
I just
I'm just enjoying yourself.
I just looked at the surface.
You're like, fuck the surface, I'm gonna stay down here.
I just gesture the servants. You may go.
They all turn and leave.
You know that wet way that we saw?
Mouthful of porridge.
There's some time to think while we were nodding off. It seems that I remember back that a few battles that the other side, being the West, knows how to use them.
The West knows how to use what now?
The West knows how to use the webways.
Oh, the webways.
You know, your supposed exit.
Well, we could ransom this
Freeman.
place off.
Yes, Freeman's up there. There's a war going on.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but they're probably gonna have to do
To ransom Freeman off.
Not so free, are you, man?
We're probably gonna have to destroy those things.
Or we could use our drow lordsmanship to set up a little surprise at the
They're
entrance.
thinking of an ambush. The problem is, I don't know how many are powered in this area. If it's just that one.
Remember that one isn't powered. It needs. You'd have to take one of the crystals from their storage area and plug it in.
Right.
I'm sure one of the clank masters will tell us everything.
You see one of the doors is creaked open and the servant is looking in from the distance, outside of hearing range.
Is this a wide-eyed or?
Yeah, wide-eyed.
Okay.
No, I can't.
So do you think any normal people would be alive this long down here? These are all thralls.
Well, if we can quickly destroy it and move on to meet up, because
By the way, the porridge has a fungal taste to it. And the wine complements it though to make it taste more like normal food. The wine, you know what spiced wine tastes like?
yeah,
Okay.
spicy.
Kind of want some spiced wine right now.
Muffin cider.
Oh my god. I like the witch's brew stuff I had one time.
Well, if you can quickly think of a way to disable that one or get
Well,
information on the others.
From what I remember or know of, as long as it's unpowered, it can be accessed. And on top of that, it probably doesn't even have the right coordinates. But better safe than sorry.
Do you want to ask the taskmasters for the other locations of the others?
We'll get to it. Right now, we just enjoy breakfast.
Alright. Enjoy breakfast.
Nice. I should have 6 feet, right? Since I'm a human. Do I get one level 1? A feat at level 1? Or no? Do you not get a feat at level 1?
Oh, feet level 1? Yeah, you get one.
Okay, so.
Just read human in there. It's
No, I
usually
mean
feet level 1.
normally without being human. No.
Yeah.
Oh,
So you get one for human, one for level 1, one for level 3. One for level 6, 9, 12.
Yeah, so 5. No, 6.
6. 6 because you're human.
Yeah.
Okay. The servant closes the door. You hear footsteps come from across the other hallway. Is coming towards you. Purposeful footsteps.
I get ready.
I
Get ready to just drop down.
I'll wait. The place has been too out of the ordinary.
The creature swings open the doors.
Oh my god, no.
It has 4 arms.
No.
You see the lower 2 are folded like this in front of it, and they have tentacles for fingers. The upper 2 arms look normal. The lower 2 arms are slightly smaller. Okay? They're like a subset of arms. Its head has a like a Medusa's head, but imagine octopus tentacles coming off it. And it had its mouth looks human with 2 tentacles going like this down. So imagine if like somebody with like hair made of tentacles, kind of like that. Its eyes are black, and its skin is all a slight purplish color. Its teeth are like shark's teeth. And it says, "I thought something was strange."
Are you our breakfast guest?
"I'd be the one who made these meals for you," it says.
Oh, it's not so bad.
"And signs, I'm sure," it says.
So, what brings you to our table?
"You may have tricked the machines, but you haven't tricked me. I know you're no Druid. Not Druid. Wrong elves. I know you're no Dryden. No Dryden.
Lords.
Ensign," he says.
Well, I don't know how he's discovered us, but we've been found out.
"I've discovered you by your appearance, your active manners, and the way that you obviously haven't been sent by a Dryden." He goes, you didn't flash any papers, you didn't do any of the things." God, that sounds so bad. He says, "You haven't performed any of the duties that an ensign would, and you obviously haven't come with an entourage, papers, or anything."
Images flashing.
"Oh, great. Can you turn on that light behind you?" It's because of the light correction. It's because of the weird dimness.
Yeah.
Boom.
We need it.
Lighting time.
We all get a view of Jack's chest.
Okay, so... Alright, forgot. I brought provisions for myself. These were for last night, but...
Last night's forget is today's remembrance, eh?
It's more like last night I didn't need them. Alright, so... Oh, fuck. Anyway, so, nice trick over here. When you rip something open, but it gets right to the point before it's supposed to rip open, it's like, I'm not gonna rip the rest of the way. So, he crosses his arms. He goes, "There's nothing I can do about it. But, I've seen through your ruse, as feigned as it was. 2 slaves suddenly become ensigns as a panel is opened in the defunct building." He says.
Well, we're
Yeah.
just poking around. We stumbled in here. We on accident. We're just trying to find our way out. It seems these days the only way is forward. No, we're not harming trespass, but we're certainly enjoying the luxuries of a abandoned town?
Just get out.
All right, well,
I unload my crossbow.
Is
You
it
know,
cold?
To be honest, it was really good food.
Oh well, thank you. That's good.
well, we tried to use the Taskmaster to do such a task. I know we've been imposing so much, but would you point us in the right direction?
He goes, well, if you really like the food, I guess you can stay a little bit.
Also, the global signs won't be a problem anymore.
Oh, the intruders. That's good. I don't have the access to call in defenses, he says.
So, as think they're going to be on that duty, or the defense is going to be on that duty for a while.
He goes, well, in that case, is there anything I can do for you?
Yeah, I'm just, as I said, just really looking for an exit. My friend here, though, had a certain curiosity with the game. I forgot the name.
Webway? Webway.
Webway. My friend here wanted to know if more about the webways.
Are there any more entrances to the Webway here?
It was all over the city. Most large buildings.
I hate to inform you that a lot of them have to be destroyed. Unless they can't be accessed unpowered.
There's an army we've heard that found access to them, and they're poking around awful curious like.
He goes, glad to know, I'll turn mine off.
So,
You see a servant walk across the room into a different room.
So, we're, just gonna, if you could point us towards the other exit. We came in from a circus area, and it looked like we're trying to reach the other.
He says Lord, I can't remember his name. Lord Veremont's domain. He like mumbles off.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
exactly a great show.
Yeah, there was a ridge going around the whole
He
place.
goes, I don't know. It's not the worst. I mean, the theatrics a little too much. Yeah, but
Oh yeah, I mean, it had a lot, real good spotlight work. So like, there's a ridge around the whole thing, and we just went through. We're like, you know that ridge, and we go to get you those big stairs thing. That's where we're trying to head to.
so you went forward instead of taking the access going down. You went off cliff, he says.
His
Well,
idea.
thought it'd be quicker to go. Just
Then down the stairs.
those.
I can't laugh much because, I'm here.
I thought the stairs were on the other end of the cavern.
He goes, well, yeah, it'd be a couple mile trek around the rim, but
Well, then we'd already be where we were, or where we wanted to be.
Yeah,
We don't need to be down here. We need to be up there.
oh, you need to be out of the. You want to be out of the city, he says.
Well, yeah.
Why don't you choose the webway? All right. He goes, well, there's no way out of the city, he says. The whole place has been locked down for quite some time. Sealed off after the,
Yeah, the Taskmaster told us all the gates were
mhm.
shut down and they don't have access. But somebody in the lower levels seems to be screwing around with stuff.
He goes, there's a Taskmaster that's still restored down there. And a couple other things.
Restored by who or to whom?
As into its original state. It's doing what it was last told to do by whatever Lord commanded it to do it. All I know is that that one still has its priorities in check. Whichever one allowed you here obviously is broken.
Broken, forced.
Look,
Same
it saw
difference.
2 slaves and didn't know it. And now thinks that they're lords. And will not let me imprison them. So,
luck of the draw on that one, I guess. So, Vanellope, we're good to just
Look at the drop.
catch you later.
Yep. He collects your plates, hands them off to 2 thralls, and then walks down through another door.
I don't know, as we're getting out of earshot, I say to him, no, I don't know what you're worried about. Just seems like a lonely...
Damn, you're jittering.
You ran into the squid guy you were so up about.
No, I've only seen the pictures. He's nice.
Nice enough.
It would have been nice if we had the permission to interview, but you know.
And niceties, all manner of power dynamics, right? Yeah, people are nice to a lord, not because he's a good man, but because he's a lord. Make our way outside, making our
It's
way
actually
past
inspired.
the town, like where we
So, you go towards where that big pit was.
yeah, the meetup.
You're gonna go back to the offices, or you're gonna go down to where those lights were. Remember what your options were before? There were lights.
It's getting hard to keep track of the
Okay.
orientation.
So remember before, it was left is the big offices. Further down were those lights, and then there was the big natural opening.
Would it be too much like just a diagram?
No, it wouldn't be at
I
all.
just want to be like, 'cause we started in the end of the
Oh,
cavern.
okay, we'll do
And
dice.
we're trying to make it over to the other end of the cavern. We got our allies going on the ridge, and then we're in a town.
We'll do a mini map in the corner over here by map. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just.
So let's say this is the city. Here's the spire. It goes layers down. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It's a reverse version of Pathfinder.
Instead of going down here and going to one of these 2 staircases that go directly down, you guys decided to hop.
Okay.
You're down a layer. Okay? Now, here's the office building, the big pit, and you can see through the alleyways there was lights. Okay?
Right.
So you went to the big office building thing with the big portcullis and all that. You found the weird AI thing. He brought you off to this mansion, saying you're returning here. So my question is, we're obviously not going to go back.
No.
You return to the weird office building from yesterday and investigate it more. This is where the webway is and everything. You're going to go to where those lights are, which show there's some kind of activity. Or you're going to go to where the pit is.
We could try the webway.
Okay.
Worst case scenario, it doesn't get shut down. It's that kind of problem.
Or worst case scenario, we're thrown in shreds.
We don't talk about that one.
Listen, I know you don't. I understand they're tricky. You don't like being seen, but sometimes you have to hide in plain sight.
All right.
What do you
Then
do every time you're trying to make a hide check?
Pretty much.
Well, then we just move further on towards the spire, that area to make our
The lights?
the lights.
Okay. Colin,
Yes.
you were sent by an adventuring guild to go look for things. Very expensive things.
Yes.
And being a druid, it's not really your thing. But even druids, especially in this world, by the way, druids aren't all about protecting nature thing, it's just they use nature to their means.
Yeah.
You want some of that money. And so, your adventuring guild, most of them are dead. And you guys fell through a cavern and down basically a big natural water slide into some caves that led you into the city. And so now you're sitting washed up in the middle of an alleyway. And these guys start walking past your alleyway.
I'm gonna get up and kind of just walk towards him.
You guys see this?
Tanner skin, long female, because I use my female skin. Sorry. I don't know what to do. What?
Running theme with Colin.
What? I just always put
What? What?
female.
Female.
Yeah, somewhat female. Brown hair front. Brown eyes. As I said, tan skin. Has a long, decorated scythe. That has a. Yes, I did it. It's a great strategy. That kind of has swirls. It's a light. The whole thing is a lighter color, and the blade is white, but the staff part of it, the handle, has kind of like black twirls.
It's made of ivory and
Yeah,
wood.
yeah,
Okay.
dark wood. Then an alligator is with her.
Okay.
I went down to Laura's head with her. That's familiar. That is an albino alligator. Like,
That's a weird thrall.
You're seeing this too.
Doesn't look like a thrall.
Yeah, I noticed the non-white eyes, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Because her eyes are brown.
There's gotta be.
no, I should have made my eyes like
Do you
this,
think
but-
we were drugged?
No, I think that Drow dungeons are possibly hell. And that everything...
My personal
Oh
hell.
God! Oh God! No, we actually died on that cliff.
Oh, gods no. No, if you would have died, you would have felt it.
She looks really confused.
We played a death game, you guys would be way fucking worse off. Not even kidding.
Well, we're just...
My players watching on the stream right now have played in a fucking Jack Death game.
Well, we're just doing some RP.
I know. I'm just like, as the DM though, I'm like, you fucking want to be in Death Game? Jack will put you in Death Game.
Fucking joke about that.
Don't know what my friends have had to endure.
Yes.
Welcome to the land of famine, guys. Don't eat the fruit.
Well, if we died, all my assets go to Tweed. Shit.
Given all of your fucking... Hold up, you wrote your will to your fucking friend zone
No.
crush? Yeah, you are. You fucking are friend zoned by Tweet so fucking
May
hard.
you love these objects more than you love me, you uptight bitch.
No,
You fucking
I mean-
straight hoe. How dare you be straight?
No, my assets being that we own the house together. So
Mhm.
my financial assets would go to her.
Mhm.
Because I don't have any living descendants. And her little sisters call me Aunt V anyway, so.
Mhm.
So, you're just... What is your character wearing?
Just regular clothes under that, pretty much.
That, honestly, like, regular clothes isn't an explanation of anything.
Clothes? Like
Yeah,
common
but-
clothes, common clothes.
Okay.
This isn't fucking Tyler's Friday creep. You can't get away with that shit here.
Okay, fine.
Okay. My character's wearing common clothes, but I wouldn't describe them as
Okay,
regular.
Fine.
Like, you gotta, like, is it a tunic? Are you wearing a leather? Are you wearing
Yes,
a jerkin?
I'm wearing a belted tunic with regular, cheap brown pants and long sleeves, all gray.
He's rocking the Gandalf look.
Wait.
You are.
It's all fine, not brown pants.
He fucking is though. Long,
Dark
long
gray.
gray tunic with
Dark
fucking gray gray pants.
No, it's not.
Brown
There's no
It's
such
not-
thing as a long tunic.
Yeah, it's not. It's just a regular shirt.
Well, a long tunic would be one that goes all the way like past your knee, rather than going up to here.
So basically,
Isn't that just a poncho
like-
with a belt?
pretty
No.
much.
A poncho doesn't get
No,
belted,
it's just.
Well, a poncho goes-
just
has-
it just
and
goes down.
tunics have sleeves.
It's
Tunics. I thought tunics didn't have sleeves.
Tunics have have short sleeves
That's why I
and go
specified long
down like
sleeves.
this.
That's why I specified long sleeves. Yeah, it's all dark gray brown belt and dark gray pants.
All right.
I poke myself. It's like, okay, I still feel that So
Is that?
Can you what? Your fucking face. He's like, what the fuck?
so
What is this thing?
I think
Hello.
we just walked into either we died or we walked into a really bad joke.
We just gotta roll with it.
Okay.
Roll with it, fucker.
What the hell is that thing? It's a weird little drake.
You tell me. Wait, are you looking at the alligator out of character?
Yeah, in character.
Yeah, actually, how rare are alligators in your world? Also on this continent.
You may have seen some of them up the mountain
Oh.
towards that stream,
Wait, one that wasn't albino.
but not a fucking albino one.
That's why I'm looking at this.
Could be a salamander.
Oh, wait,
it'd
doesn't
be
this-
more
wait.
likely to you than to be a salamander than a fucking.
And there's a medium
Weird
creature.
salamander drake.
Wait, was this the continent with Komodo dragons, or am I thinking of another game?
This one might have Komodo dragons on it,
Is
but
it?
I haven't commented on Komodo dragons being
This is a
here.
medium creature. though.
Okay, no, then I'm thinking of something else.
Maybe.
This is a medium creature though.
Yeah.
Is that a giant salamander?
It's a weird drake.
A salamander is a fire-breathing alligator creature-looking thing. You've never seen one?
I say, in character, I've never seen one.
No, I mean you never heard of one
No, I
in
know.
D&D.
No, I know this.
I'm not talking about salamanders. I'm talking about salamanders.
No, I have not.
Okay.
Okay, so do I know they breathe fire?
So, you said, like, the whole reason I brought up salamanders is you said there were salamanders in this world, and I was thinking of salamanders.
I say, no, it cannot breathe fire. It's an alligator. Right? She shakes her head.
I don't know anything. I'm sorry, I don't know what an alligator is. I've never seen a snow
That's a
lizard
knowledge-
before.
That's a 20 for knowledge nature.
It's just a different breed, pretty much.
Oh, 20 in knowledge nature. You know what an alligator is.
Right.
I just okay. Oh, you mean that thing from the weird southern continents?
They have snow down there?
It comes from a swamp.
How does a white?
It's a rare,
Lizard.
It's a rare breed.
It's a genetic deficiency.
Breed doesn't like that.
Hmm. I think we're getting started on the wrong sensitive foot
It's
here.
like a one in the
We're bluff check.
Nice.
Listen, you're not gonna try to attack us, are you? Just flat
Why?
out.
Unless they're gonna attack me now.
Oh, good.
29 plus 4 is 30. Oh shit, no. 29 plus 5 is 34 on my bluff.
So,
And I
Does anyone
say,
need a reference for what a fantasy salamander is?
Probably.
okay. Those are just
Oh,
cruising
yeah.
around this continent. Cool.
yeah, I've seen it.
Yeah.
Well, they
We
would
have a
look
lot of
less like
monsters.
molten lava like that, but they look like big red. Just imagine a big red ass alligator that
Yeah.
breathes fire. It'd be more like a red, like a mixture between that and just like a big red alligator, I
Which
guess.
is weird since salamanders are all about being wet. But, well, I mean, they're
I
like,
mean,
The reason they're named salamanders is because they look like fantasy salamanders.
technically, molten rock is wet, so.
well,
This, the bigger one.
cool thing.
Looks like a Tiamat spawn.
Well, got off on the
Also,
wrong.
I also approve of this though as a fantasy salamander
Oh god.
in a more literal sense.
That's probably what the frickin' thing in the mountain looks like.
Yes, that's what a gully worm would look like almost. Yeah.
So me and my friend here, we're Dritch Lords, on vacation.
Okay, sorry, I did find a better. Well,
You don't.
never mind.
So I know
Sorry.
what a dritch looks like.
Yeah.
They don't look like a dritch.
Taskmaster, what are we?
Dritch ensigns.
We're here on vacation.
You notice the weird thing floating behind them.
We're here on vacation, looking for.
Aren't dritch evil creatures who kill anyone that passes?
We're on vacation. We don't have time for such queries.
As he says, we're on vacation. A tower of a nearby, like, church, like, fucking just falls and crumbles.
Okay, if you're on vacation, you can lead me to the way out then, probably.
Oh, goody. We're looking for the same thing. You could be our,
No fucking stupid.
I just message him in my head from head to head. It's like
The thing,
fucking.
as you mentioned, the thing behind them.
Just another day here. This is a lovely,
We're on vacation.
Can
That happens all the fucking time. They call it the Leaning Tower of Pisa. I was wondering when it was gonna fucking fall.
That's a lot of damage.
well, if you...
Sorry, as a DM, I just love to punctuate shit like that. We're on vacation. It's like, look how wonderful this fucking place is. Fucking tower falls over.
As the streets are all...
I'm just saying, this is a decrepit shit fucking ruin, and you're like, we're on vacation
Yeah,
here.
we're rich on vacation.
You guys are like, can we get some canes? And you're like walking with your fucking like. I just imagine you guys wearing like the blue and the fucking orange suits from Dumb and Dumber, just. You know what I'm talking about? The frilly suits.
Thank you for.
What killed this party?
We need tuxedos. Oh my god.
That's so...
I'm all
We'll
clad
pay
in
all the
black.
money back.
No, it's even better. I'm in black and he's in brown.
Well, I've got a. Let's see. I wrote this down because I can't remember the order anymore.
Note to self: next D&D character, really fat, dumb-looking noble who thinks he's really full of himself,
Blue tunic, red pants.
but like somehow is
Blue
really
tunic,
good.
red pants, black and blue, and red all over.
Oh my
I
god.
do have a black cowl and cape.
Oh my god.
Use animal growth on my
'Cause-
alligator.
I just popped that and just looked back over to you, that in my head, you. Oh god. Oh god. And then just
Baleful
start
polymorph.
laughing at myself.
Well,
Remember? That was
Oh
good. Okay.
god.
and that's the odd circumstance that brings us to this deck of the woods. What brings you and your alligator?
She kind of laughs.
I mean, you are in an alley, so maybe
water,
that's.
water. Holes with water. Dangerous. Yeah. Everyone.
You fell down a well?
No, not a well. Like a natural spring kind of. I don't know.
Oh,
That
So
was
well.
inaccurate. No, not a well. Are you? She's.
Who's
getting
Jesus?
haggard. I didn't say. I said jeez.
Who's Jesus?
Anything is possible with the power of Jesus.
I actually worship Jesus. Just kidding.
Hey, dude, cut off your head for worshiping.
That corner needs to be adjusted again. Fuck this table. Just.
Oh, okay.
That works. As long as it's not going to wrinkle my map, that's fine. I don't even know how that fucking miracle
Wait, I
happens.
I can just see the damage throw size. Unless you know it.
Scientist.
I think so. I better check it though.
So you were swept here in the waterways, and then you ended up in the streets.
Yeah, I look up. Is there a hole?
Is there a hole?
Yeah, from where I fell from. Like, is there?
About like 50 stories up. We can't even see the top of this.
Down the alleyway, there's like. It's like, you know what I'm talking about when I say like where a sewage pipe comes out and it's like.
Yeah. A
There's like a big drainage hole, but it's not a pipe. It's just a big fucking busted hole pouring water out into the sewers of the city.
Taskmaster, what caused this infrastructure damage?
Water.
Well,
Taskmaster, can you shut off the water?
No. The infrastructure damage was caused by water.
I'm gonna die. Kill me now.
It's possibly it's a natural
Yes.
phenomenon.
Yeah, I was thinking.
A natural spring broke through our wall, through our dam.
I mean, there is, you know, this, you know, there are glaciers on top of this mountain.
They might have a sewage system, and this
Not
thing.
necessarily.
They might have a sewage system that with shut-offs. How am I supposed to know?
Our aqueduct broke.
Taskmaster, do you happen to know if the water is still fresh and safe for human consumption, or safe for? Can we drink the water without harmful side effects?
This water should come from a fresh spring. However, I don't know what happens to it after that. You should maybe ask the person who wrote it down. It says.
Did I taste out the weather?
On the way down.
Yeah.
On the way down, it didn't go through anything gross.
Why would you want to drink from it if you're a lord?
Look, dude, we just had mushroom porridge. I'm gonna.
Didn't you get any water with it?
Okay,
No, we
They
were
received
lovely
spiced
spiced
wine
yeah,
and cider.
it was good food, you ass.
Yeah, but it's kind of leaving a weird taste in my mouth.
Should have ordered more food, says the taskmaster.
Hmm. I think we were.
We'll go back to the Lord's estate, it says.
No, Taskmaster, we won't be returning this evening. Shit, when the fuck did that happen?
I'll cancel your dinner.
That's what that was. I'll talk about that later. So who are you?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm an adventurer.
Yeah, we're all adventurers on this little track of life. Who are you?
No one should adventure in my world, remember?
Oh, okay.
I come from a guild.
Yes.
Also,
I don't know if
Wait,
you know,
I'm looking at his lapel and wherever his coat.
Make it up.
Wait,
Why would you do this to me?
The
Oh,
excavator
it's,
company.
She's doing it again.
Okay, hold on.
well, if we just no.
Oh, the light is
stop.
off. That light over there is off, by the way. Oh, is that on? That's weird. It's like down, but it's not.
Isn't there? It worked. Said to get the camera to readjust. Oh my god, it started it again.
Pretty sure is it right there?
What light?
I don't think that's a light.
That's a light.
But
That's that light.
Why is it down? That doesn't make any sense.
It's wired backwards, man.
Yeah, the whole building's fucked.
Guys, just watch.
Well, no, it's easy to cheap out on electricians.
When I move here. Okay, it fucking stops and starts. I don't know why it's doing it, so we'll just ignore it.
Right. I would recognize.
Well,
this
if
look.
it's. Nah, I don't imagine it's better to chat too much.
Does he have a pin, like
Screenshot.
something that would identify him for a guild? Does he have a pin or anything that would identify his guild?
Yeah,
Want me to just make it?
And
Hmm?
I would probably
Want me to just make
see
some up?
this.
sure, if you can think of something better than excavators.
Okay.
Just fucking do it.
Okay, it's a like a long sword, but two ivy vines wrapping around it in different directions.
Okay.
And we've probably encountered this guild before with the kids.
And some kind of druid guild that wants to recover natural artifacts and things like that from the drow. Or stretch fucking whatever.
Oh.
You're
God.
part of that Western recovery effort.
Well, they're not Westerners. These guys actually are amongst the Eastern.
So
They're just a guild amongst the frontier.
okay, then let me redo that.
You're part of a new guild. Okay.
Yeah, you're those hippy dippy recovery guys. Something about nature's bounty.
She starts walking away.
Okay.
She's going to find an exit.
Well,
That's it?
We can work.
Exit. She's going to find an exit.
Let her be.
Towards the big tunnel, towards the lights, back up towards the
I'm
rim.
just walking down the road they were walking down.
Okay.
Wait, did you say something?
It's like you know, we didn't really catch your name, but you know, we could probably help each other get out of this place.
I'm gonna let you guys do some walking and do some role play. I'm gonna get a drink of water.
I mean,
Come on, you can't be that offended. I mean,
He just looks at you.
people do more worse stuff to nature every day. I just like to throw words around.
It's not. Nature will prevail by itself. I'm just looking for the artifacts that, you know, were created by nature.
Oh, maybe we've seen it. Could you?
What am I looking for? Just anything, pretty much.
You have no idea what's down here. You just think there might be something useful.
I'm just looking for anything useful.
well, you're in my market, so
And also, you're
in my market.
Didn't you lose the war? So it's not. Is it really your market still?
we have adventuring rights. Oh shit. Bluff.
Sure.
19 plus 15
I'm not
is
gonna pass that.
34
Unless I roll
again.
20.
Well, no, you roll sense
Yeah,
motive.
I'm not gonna pass it with my sense motive, so.
You get a nat 20.
Nope.
We actually
Where
acquired
is-
the adventuring rights to this subset because of we filed for land abandonment.
Can I just like?
Did you roll sense motive?
Yeah.
I didn't roll that 20, so I'm fine.
You're fine.
Yeah,
No,
it's not.
I
I thought you rolled sense motive to counter a bluff.
Yeah, I didn't. I wouldn't pass it, but my sense motive was high.
He's not high enough to beat you without a nat 20, so he's forfeiting it.
Yeah.
So you believe him, but doesn't mean you have to.
Can I get like believability rights to not believe that? 'Cause
Well,
he's
if
like,
you,
we
it
filed-
depends on how much I lie. Like if
He might need to show you some kind of falsified guild sigil or something to convince you. Also, you can choose not to care
Yeah, okay.
just because you believe him.
and anything that could build my house back up. Yeah, that's fine by me.
Where?
So, just know anything you find, you'll have to pay a processing tax.
Yeah, how
It's
much?
just some local.
Can you tell me exactly how much that is?
Oh, it's roughly
I
what
said
was
I said exactly.
it? 22%?
I said exactly.
Oh, it depends on the appraisers, really. I mean, we got good guys up there, though. They're good guys. Old man, Withers.
Do you?
He's
Can you contact them for me?
Oh,
I'd like to talk to them.
we're having troubles down here. It's I mean,
Wait.
we're trying to find the exit.
I'll
Sure
wait
as
for
you.
them.
I mean, as relaxed as we may
Where?
seem, this place is
Oh, there it is.
fucked. Right, Penelope? You'd agree with that. I say as towers burn in the background.
Burning.
I say,
I don't
when
see any
you,
fires.
why don't you care more about your estate if you? What is? She just continues on.
I never cared much for rich estates, just robbing them.
You say you're a rich lord?
In name only. Isn't that right, Taskmaster? Shit, Jack's not here. Forget I said
I'm
that.
pretty sure that.
What'd you say about Taskmaster?
He said.
We're rich.
Show up every
I
time.
said. Oh, we're rich masters, but only rich lords, but only in name only. Isn't that right, Taskmaster?
You're Drish Loran signs, it says.
My man. Oh, I would like to identify him as a friendly foreign envoy.
And then
You have to somehow go into the councils again and do another hack. And Taskmaster informs you that you're no longer near his councils.
Okay.
I don't want
Well, he hasn't noticed.
Well, you
yet.
didn't tell him that anyway.
Oh. Name only. I'm the only one here.
Unless you command him to attack her, he's not going. He's not really going to.
Yeah, just
Um,
trying to cover our butts.
You guys get towards those lights and you hear a crackle of thunder ahead, like a as if an explosion went off. And you hear like chung, 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 like heavy metal hitting noises, and another zoom.
They're coming for us. No. I say, what is
Well,
that?
And there's like blue light coming from a large structure, which looks like it was built recently, not rich design.
It's better than that. It's
I'm
2d4
gonna
damage.
stealth in and scout.
Stealth.
That is a 18.
Okay. You're gonna let her scout ahead. How about you, Colin?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna wait.
Yeah,
I don't feel like
I-
running into something that's making a
Okay,
lot of
18
noise.
to stealth. Roll reflex save.
Rumble.
You see her creep up forward, and then from on a nearby roof, you see someone go like this and cock back a large item and shoot a metal net at Vanellope. And she's hit by a weighted net and tumbled to the side. And out come like 13 or so guys with large chower shields and heavy spears, and they're crackling with lightning.
Kobolds?
No, these guys look like dwarves. And they speak in a language that none of you understand. Not even Dwarven.
Huh.
I'm gonna throw linguistics to try to
Okay.
identify it. Nat 20.
This is a subsect of Dwarven that's been long lost. It is the 13th clan. One of them shocks the net with lightning. Roll a fortitude save.
I scream out in Dwarven. This is fortitude. That is an 18. Scream,
Okay.
ah, fuck!
Yep.
Dwarven.
Yells that out and goes unconscious. You see Vanellope is captured and being dragged off
Oh,
into the
God.
large structure.
No, I run.
Hmm?
Right.
I run.
Run where?
Away.
Okay.
I try to reflex to grab.
Okay. Roll a reflex save to see if you grab her in time. Roll a dex check.
Wait, I rolled.
No, she's rolling dex
I'm
to get away from you in time.
So I add 12 to
Nice.
that.
Unnatural 20.
Okay.
Wait.
20. No,
Either a 19.
A dex check?
12 plus 9 is.
Wait,
What's
do I
your...
have to roll
Oh, you're
reflex?
rolling reflex.
Yeah, that's.
When I roll reflex too?
Yeah, I just... What's your
12 and 9
reflex?
is 20 reflex.
21. 21. 12 plus 9.
Because, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
better for you than trying to
Yeah,
get a dex.
That is 23.
What'd you get?
21 on the reflex.
You reach out to grab, but you just get a wisp of her cape as she slips away from your grasp.
You just
And
whisper
is
them.
booking it faster than you can book it behind her. Are you going to chase her or
No,
let her go?
fucking idiots.
You
I'm
run.
gonna track.
I'm not. Well, I'm assuming they're going after him too.
They don't see you guys.
Oh, good.
They
Oh,
just
I thought
circled
they-
her
I
when
thought they- I thought
she
they saw
snuck
them.
up towards the fortress.
Oh, okay. Then I'm standing there.
Yeah,
sorry.
she fumbled.
Okay, so you stay there.
I'm backing
Two of you
up a
guys are
little bit.
observing from a distance. You can roll stealth checks to hide.
Right, we gotta track her. 23.
I don't pass.
What'd you get?
Oh, that's a 5.
Actually,
Lost clan.
Fail, please.
I'm excited.
one of them notices her. You get dragged off.
I'm excited. I get to meet my cousins.
The lost
her.
clan.
I'm hidden, so I should.
I speak common.
I have to disappear.
I had to just be it.
Or whatever clan dialect that I'm used to. But
Yeah, you speak Dwarven. Technically, Delden Dwarven,
yeah.
but Dwarven. It's universal enough. You just have a Delden accent because you chose the blacksmith clan.
It was the blacksmith merchant's clan. So
Yep.
And I
That's
specifically try to slip away so she doesn't see me.
Okay,
forever alone.
so that she doesn't see you.
Yeah. Just be like.
So
So she would be. So she'd be
roll,
like, "What do we
roll
do?"
roll another stealth check. Roll a perception check.
I'm gonna
Colin.
Batman her.
What do you mean, Batman? Badman?
Batman, like when Jim Gordon, like Batman. What do we?
Oh. Would you roll perception?
Ah! Fumble!
I guess I rolled a 14 natural, so I guess I see him.
Yeah. So here's what happens. You guys are both hiding, and he's like, time to get the fuck out of here. Steps back and hits his head against the floating, glowing orb that's been floating above him this whole time. And he goes, ah, fuck, out loud as he hits his head against the thing, forgetting he's supposed to be quiet. And you guys are both detected by the warriors.
What are we gonna? I'm guessing we probably just use the 3.5 thing for my wild shape monsters thing. 3.5, so just the monsters I can. No, I need to see the player's handbook now too, for wild shape.
Yeah. By the way, Both of you roll reflex save.
Nat 20.
Nice.
I fail 16.
You fail 16. Roll will save, Colin. You shield your eyes as they throw a flashbang type device.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like
Roll will save.
natural 20.
Damn.
Nice. You feel a urge for your memories to be rewritten, but you actually are able to hold on to your memories. The dwarves then shuffle away, thinking that you guys have forgotten of them.
Taskmaster, prepare non-lethal defenses, dwarven attack.
All dwarves will be killed, it says.
That includes me.
Half dwarf.
Primary identified as a Dredge
It
Lord.
doesn't matter. I'm assuming.
Yeah, I've overridden the sensors. It will only see you as Dredge.
No, it sees him as a Dritch ensign.
Yeah, either way, not
A
the
Dritch
dwarf.
ensign
What
means
do you
someone who's been aligned with the Dritch, not a Dritch.
Damn it! Okay, no, then I
It
wouldn't do that.
rationalizes your command, as in it has to think around what it sees. So it sees a human and goes, "Oh, so he has the rank of a Dritch Lord, but he's a human," because it recognizes a human.
Okay.
So you just told it to kill all dwarves. It's gonna kill the ensign. too.
Yeah, no. Then well,
I
I take that back because it wasn't what the situation was.
All right, on standby. Canceling process. It stares off. Killing all dwarves. EXE is not EXE is not responding.
Fucking useless.
Would you like to close this and send an error report?
Taskmaster and task.
Would you? Task is not responding. Would you like to send an end report? Or would you like to send a report?
No.
Thanks. I'm gonna die.
It's not gonna send a report. Okay.
What's your nuts?
Sorry, the Windows jokes are
we
too
gotta
funny
slip.
for
We
me.
gotta slip away while we can.
Yeah.
Well,
I say, isn't you. What are we gonna do?
We gotta see where these guys go.
Wait, do I know?
They go back in the fortress.
Do I? Yeah, I know
it's
that
still
they're trying to
carrying out
rewrite my
that
memories,
process.
right?
Hmm?
I know that they're trying to rewrite my memories. Is that right?
Yeah. You noticed the effect and you resisted
Oh
it.
yeah, I'm mad.
They had it was a memory bomb grenade, like to make you forget the last 30 seconds.
I'm mad.
well, I'm either gonna die in this hole or die in this hole.
So I followed them back to where they went. Like they went back to the fortress.
Well, they went back. Yeah, they went back where she went to investigate. So, are you gonna go and sneak up too?
Well, yes. I
I'm
can't just jump and fight like all these doors. So I gotta get where they're taking her.
I can't. I'm gonna try and stuff, but I'm gonna go after him.
No, you stay here.
Not 21.
Okay, and stealth.
Yeah.
27.
Okay. You hear the guy on the roof go, and you see that the guy on the roof was waiting to see if you guys forgot, and he's telling you guys didn't forget since you're going to go towards the fortress again, and so he's signaling to the other guys that they didn't work.
Wait, I throw for my alligator too.
Sure. You're also forgetting something important. You have a big glowing ball on top of your head.
Oh,
Not only that, his alligator is bright fucking light.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're doing a great job. Freaking dumb. Can't find it. Is it the last one? No.
Taskmaster, go away. Or stay here. Just don't follow
7.
me.
7 for my alligator. 7 for Allie.
That's very conflicting.
You know what's funny? You called my alligator
It stares off.
alligator. Its actual name is Allie.
You hurt its feelings.
It stares off. I mean, you can. It doesn't really have like a face, but it's like its light moves around, So it's just kind of like, it's just kind of like goes like this and like looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like looking around. It's like,
So like right now, it's just like staring off.
this task Taskmaster here. Yeah,
Looks like a shit situation you got yourself in here, kitten. Says a voice behind you.
What? What?
The-
Is it the?
Let them explain this one.
No, it's fine.
This is the most ingenious NPC that Jack has ever fucking created. It is two familiars that were bound to a rich wizard lord, and now have free range. One is a bipedal cat, kind of like Puss in Boots.
Oh.
And the other is a very, very sentient and a very, very sassy goose, of which the cat rides upon.
What are the names again?
And poops out magic eggs.
One is
Of course.
named Circe. The other one is name
Are they actually there?
is
Yeah. Frog Law.
no. The other one is Circe, which is Spencer backwards, and the other one is Maspy, which is Sampai backwards.
Mass P.
Yeah, because remember, they're created by Spencer and Sam from Discord.
Oh my god.
Do you two know a hiding spot?
So confused. Okay. School transformation form.
Remember, send Pi, please. That's Sam. Who is this weird? Who's this chick on?
She's following you, Jack.
Yeah, that person's a fake person.
Picture world.
I can't even spell feel right.
I feel.
Look how bad this bot is.
Yeah, bots had feelings. Maybe they'd hate you too.
See how bad the spelling is? Goddamn Indian people making bots attacking my Instagram.
Damn bots that are attacking fucking English.
Dude, if someone looks at my Instagram and goes, "I'm sorry for disturbing you, but I just looked at your pics on your profile and I feel absolutely attracted." And it's like pictures of me going like, and like fucking like shit drawings I've made. I'm like, yeah, I'm so sure you're attracted to my bean casserole I made last week. Thanks. You know, girls like a man who can cook, if I'm fucking right.
You're just so real.
Look at it. I love all your pictures, your fucking abs. And I like look at my Instagram, it's just a bunch of fucking burritos I've made. Like, woman has good taste. What can I say?
Okay. Now what are we doing?
Well, we got these two familiars, so ask them. You guys know any hiding spots?
Well, for a cat, yeah. For you troglodytes, no.
So, wait, is this actually here?
Yeah.
I'm like,
How? It says, and takes a swig of brandy.
wait, which one?
Oh, the cat. The cat talks. The goose does, as of now, has not talked at all.
We assume it can talk, it just honks and hisses at us.
I didn't know. What spell was cast upon you to make you be able to talk?
Now's not the time, Poindexter.
We're familiars. We don't come from this world. We come from better worlds where cats do talk and goose lay magic eggs. He slaps the goose's ass.
Does it lay an egg?
It lays an egg.
Can I grab the egg?
The egg is small and green.
Or like, it's gonna like roll away.
The goose squawks at you angrily and chases the egg.
Those are magic healing eggs.
It
Run!
breaks it with its beak and starts eating its own egg.
That's disgusting.
Waste not, want not, a pig. Says the cat. He fucking takes another swig of brandy.
I just ignore him.
Oh, is the cat or is the?
As he says, waste not, want not, he's spilling brandy, shaking his brandy bottle at you.
So go back to bed.
He goes, my cat nap's not for another 25 minutes. Now, you want my help, or you want me to get the fuck out of here?
Is all the egg used up? Can I still scoop some up and scrub it on
I'm
my
gonna go
blade?
down and try to scoop it.
Yeah.
No, it's eating the egg.
Uh,
Gonna ask it to lay another egg?
not yet.
Fucking
You still
dare you.
got golden fingers.
Don't finger the fucking goose.
Oh yeah, did I like when I let out the poison? Did the gold go away?
Yeah,
from-
like it bled. When you bled it out, it stopped growing on you.
But like,
like, it
did it
reversed.
keeps? Okay, it reversed. Okay.
I would
Like,
have made.
making sure
Dude,
I
I
don't
would
have
have made a point of that by now.
Yeah,
It's been like a day.
Okay, so 13.
I'm just making sure I don't have golden
Yeah.
fingers.
Hit points.
Got the Midas touch.
Hit points.
Hmm.
Okay, that's bad. 7, 8.
What are you doing?
6 hit points. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Okay. Did you add your Constitution
I'm
modifier?
gonna add that last, so I can just do it as fast. That's
Each level.
I'm at
Okay.
5th level right now.
You get max at first.
Yeah, no, that's why I said 5th.
Okay.
Okay. 10, 17, 18, 19.
Okay.
So, 9th level right there.
Yep. Just roll one more time, and you'll have 13th level.
Cool. Okay, that's really bad. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was terrible. Okay. Okay, so.
Yeah. No matter what D&D does, you always have the option to roll all ones on your hit points.
The option. But you can just choose to roll.
No, think about it.
Yeah. What?
Just imagine the universe in which you roll all ones on your fucking hit dice.
Everyone plays Rangers.
Just think about it, though.
Every.
That's fucking terrifying.
Everyone plays it. Oh my god.
It's
You
like
could be a level 20 fighter with like 30 hit points. If that.
Yeah, it would depend on your
fucking
con.
glass
Yeah.
cannon.
Like, let's say you had 18 con and you rolled all ones. Level 20 is 20 hit points
Times
plus times 4 is 80, so you'd have 100 hit points at level 20. That is fucked.
That is a glass cannon if I've ever seen one.
That's not a glass cannon. Your glass cannon would be standing next to you with more hit points and be able to do like 1,000,000 damage.
You're a fucking fragile bale of
You're a
You're
fragile
fucking-
hammer.
and-
You're a glass hammer. Okay?
Yeah.
One hit and then you're
You're
just
that
dead.
you're that kid who had that like wasting disease and decided to become.
How's it feel to throw rocks from inside your glass house?
76 hit points.
Okay.
Like, 5, 13.
Since he's doing the hit point thing.
If like I can't get anybody's like okay, so I'm talking to the cat. Which
The cat and the
means
goose.
The. I already forgot the cat's name.
Circe.
Circe.
Circe. Oh my god. That's the dumbest. Oh my god.
Circe.
That
It's
was
really Spencer backwards.
Circe.
I mean, it's not Spencer backwards. It's Spencer flip-fouled.
So, Circe, you've done a lot for us, but I think it'd get us away from these guys.
I can get you away from them, but I can't get you near them if that's what you need.
We just need an exit strategy.
Oh.
Oh, you mean after they're chasing you, I'm supposed to help you.
If you could have introduced yourself beforehand, not the point. You gonna help or not?
Look, I ain't going near that thing. That thing's dangerous.
We just need the heat off us for a second.
Can I see the? Can I see the?
It's gonna cost you.
I'm good for it.
How much?
What are we talking about?
Like, how much do you want? Like, how much do I want? Like,
How much you gonna get? How much you gonna give me?
I'll give you.
Give you a week's worth of water.
Gonna.
Seems like you need to drink too much alcohol.
Give you 5 gold.
Fucking excuse me?
50?
I've got more than 50 gold in my left pocket.
would you do if we tried to take it from you? I'm just asking you. I'm not gonna do it. No, that's not a bluff, by the way. I'm not actually gonna do
He looks at you like this, and the goose looks at you like this.
it.
It's like trying to bitch.
I'll look at my alligator.
And make scrambled eggs out of you, is what the cat says. And the goose goes, "Rah!"
I'll look at my alligator.
Alligator looks fucking shit scared.
What? Why? No, it doesn't.
I'm kidding. The alligator goes,
If the alligator could talk, they'd be fucking.
Hold on, I can
His
talk.
next campaign with Narnia.
Stealth check. I'm just.
He goes, how about, you said 10 gold?
Yeah.
He goes, how about 10 gold and you kiss my goose's ass? Both lips.
How about 15?
Takes another swig. And you kiss, yes, 15. And you kiss my goose's ass. He drinks another drink. That's final. The goose goes, "Ah."
Well, you heard the man agree to it.
You're the one who's kissing it. Sorry to tell you.
No, I'm putting up the gold. You kiss.
It wouldn't be funny if you kissed its ass. You kiss the ass, small man.
Just do it. I wouldn't fucking get on with this.
You kiss the ass, small man.
Fuck all this. I'm running to lose the gunner.
Okay, I'll go with him.
Worth it.
That's a 3.5
You kiss
monster.
the ass, small.
Can I-
I'm fucking losing it,
Well, do you want me
guys.
to use the 3.5
We're just
monster
imagining
manual?
a fucking pussy boots going,
Um,
you kiss the ass, small man. He's
the
got a
gnomes
fucking...
just-
Hey, my wild shape has to deal with things of the beast type or whatever, animal type, and I need the monster manual to do that. So
Bestiary. Yeah, the bestiary. So what were you trying to do?
is there a bestiary? Do you have a bestiary?
Yep.
Thank you.
I didn't hear bestiary. I heard something else.
I don't want to know what you heard.
Get out of here with that.
Something I can't say on this stream.
Oh.
Dude, you can't be taking that here on my.
bestiality.
Dude, this is a Christian Minecraft.
However,
server.
he was about to kiss a goose's ass. And they called him Goldfinger. So I'm really slow to read chat today, sorry chat.
Well,
Goldfinger.
I say so we're gonna just rush in there. Or we're gonna sneak in there because I can't do either.
Dude, I
can
already
do
ran
one.
away. You can't be talking to me right now.
Oh, I thought you ran towards it.
No, I'm just running to the gunner loose side of me so I can fucking lose the heat.
I don't have any sheets.
I look around.
So they're just pointing out that you guys
I look
are
around.
watching.
I look around and I'm like acting like I'm just talking to the goose still.
So what do you need to know about the bestiary?
I need the animals. Like I need
An
like
alligator.
give me the alligator.
You're gonna cry and turn into an alligator.
No, just give me the bear.
You'll see.
Well, it looks like my PDF is corrupted, so we're not going to have access to this Chiefo.
And can I just use the 3.5 monster manual or something? Would that work?
Yeah, we'll try. It's in my room.
Okay, we'll grab it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, he's poking it. What's going on with me?
I'm acting like I lost my memory.
Yeah, I'm just gonna lose sight at like basically good. So
Yeah, stealth check.
37.
You succeed. You move down some alleyways. You're watching from another alleyway now. They approach her. And she's gonna pretend like she lost her memory. The cat and the goose escape.
Of course I do. Well, sucks to be that adventurer. I gotta help out my. Why do I wanna? Why would I bother to save you?
That's the third one you getting.
What'd you say?
Then again, why would I try to?
It's hot here. I opened the door.
And here I was gonna offer you.
Damn it! I just ran into
Here
my
I
own
was
character.
gonna offer you a job to kiss my goose's ass.
You just wanted any of the character quandary.
Yeah, because it's like, I gotta think.
I mean,
After a few minutes, what's his name shows back up again? The Taskmaster. It looks like its light has been put on dim, so it's hiding with you.
And the dwarfs went into that fortress.
Yeah, they did, but now they're out talking to this person. Well, this squad dragged her into the fortress. The same squad is back talking to this person, but they don't have her with them anymore. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
he's going over his quandary of why actually he should help me.
Yeah. Taskmaster, are there any webway portals in that fortress?
No.
Damn it.
There's no magical sensors inside either. That's completely not our technology.
Do you know anything of the fortress?
It was built here about 30 years ago as an expansion of their territory once this place fell. They've seized most of the third and fourth levels. Well, technically, third and fourth coming from the top. It says in this case.
Yeah.
Technically, they're level.
Technically level 78. Do you see any entrances to the fortress?
What?
So there's what's the front entrance of the fortress like? Like how heavily defended does this place look?
Oh, it looks more like a giant factory than a fortress, but it does have outer walls, and it looks like it's being patrolled. You hear as these weird machines of revolving. They're like, imagine, you know what a gyroscope is?
Yeah.
Imagine gyroscopes around a glowing orb flying through the air. They're a little different, but they look similar to Taskmaster. These, however, have smaller orbs around them that are floating.
I have a question. Am I able to turn to a whale and then turn back? Like, just, like...
Dude, if you did that in the wrong room, you'd kill yourself.
I know, I'm just wondering, like, if it was a large...
Well, you actually can't do it. If it's big enough that you would hurt yourself like that or something, it literally won't let you do it. The spell
Also,
won't.
I get that it's magic, but that you can't make body mass from nothing.
You technically can with magic, because you know all things are energy. You manifest energy into matter.
You probably
By
okay.
activating magic.
Yeah, it
you
depends on where you're
transmute.
pulling the magic from.
Especially since he draws it from nature.
So,
So, the idea here, dude, is the casting time is
Yes.
how long?
Well, it's
Standard action, right?
Standard action.
So
then-
it'd be, you could
then
turn
you
into it for standard action,
then
turn
you
out
can-
of standard action.
Yeah.
But it isn't instantaneous. So it's
Yeah.
not like womb whale,
Yeah.
womb not whale.
Yeah.
It's whale, not whale.
Yeah.
Which means the reflex save isn't going to be super hard to get out of the way. If you're trying to crush them, not so useful.
Yeah.
But yes, you can turn into a whale and back. If it says you can turn into a whale and back, you can turn into a whale and back, because it's been cleared.
and then the
Okay.
improbability drive turn the 2 missiles into a whale and a bowl of daffodils.
I just want to see if he tries to stay in whale form and stuff.
No, I'm not. I've already figured that out.
Unless you're going to be a...
I self-identify as
Well, whales actually are mammals, so I guess you wouldn't suffocate.
finally a
You
game
just
And there
that
fucking-
are also sky whales, so
You just
Yes,
sit there.
I'll turn into
and
a
dry
sky whale.
out.
dude like some the fucking windfish from Link's Awakening.
Yeah, what an original idea. I mean,
Can you
kidding.
talk?
I'm not ripping on it.
Yeah, but
It's just been
I-
done
I
so
mainly-
many times.
Yeah, but it has a cool design with the like headpiece.
It's a headpiece, man. It's a headpiece.
But it's like a head disc almost.
It's like a head disc. Everything you're fucking saying sounds like fucking parody. I love it. Also, it sounds like fucking parody. But dude, it's got a head disc. It's totally not a fucking sky whale. It's got a head disc. It's like a sky fish.
Wind
fuck.
fish.
Obviously, I see it now. It's a wind fish, not a sky whale. Shit. God.
Yeah,
Can
just
we
invading
continue?
little boys' dreams. You're
Okay,
drowning in
so
the ocean.
what
I mean,
happened
what's
when
going
I was
on?
in there? What happened while I was in there?
No,
Well,
no,
you run down?
you're surrounded.
You said you wanted to pretend like you forgot. So I
Yeah.
said they approach you.
Where is the cat and duck?
They're gone.
They fucking ran
You
for
did-
it.
Oh, I would have
With haste.
Never mind, it's fine. I'm
With
surrounded. Never mind, I'm sorry. I turned to a whale. I'm saying. Turned to a whale?
You gonna turn to a whale?
No. Turned to
Well,
a
you
whale.
mentioned it, so I'm like, when is this fucking whale thing gonna happen?
I'm
just waiting for whaleage.
I'm waiting for the right, I'm waiting for the right moment, okay?
They're gonna hunt you for your lover.
So they walk up to you. What race are you?
Human.
They look you up and down and sigh. One of them tries to speak to you very slowly in a language you don't understand.
Shit, I never wrote down that language.
I speak in Sylvan, and then I speak in Common, saying, "Hello, who are you?"
They all sigh again. They usher one of them forward, and one of them comes forward and speaks in common, and he says,
Oh, there's a language thing in here.
"Human, get off our land. Why are you down here?
The Dritch said it was their land.
This isn't any stupid pointy-eared land. Those blood-drinking bastards can suck." You know, they say a few other things.
I
There you
say,
go.
well, the dwarf person lady said, you know, wait, what race are you?
No.
Yeah, and also the gnome said that there were Dritch lords, and they said it was their land.
Oh, you hear this, Alan? Where are they?
Well,
You're coming with us.
Annette took one of them.
They move to either side
And
and
then one
usher you to
sprinted.
move towards the fortress.
I just started walking towards the fortress.
They walk on either side of you. They take him in. Alan, you see this?
Oh shit, did I?
You.
Did they take my alligator?
Hi.
You wake up in a chair.
I'm assuming strapped down.
Yes. And there's a large electrode in front of you, crackling with energy. And they say, "Lie, and we'll shock your jaw off." What clan sends you?
Well, I am a descendant of Clan Delvin.
You feel shock. Roll a fortune save.
Ouch. That's 8 and 5, 13.
Hmm?
I'm 13.
13? Okay. You fall unconscious again. And then you hear them go, "He's weak," as you fall unconscious.
She's
She's
not one of us.
I am a descendant of Clan Delvin.
I know. They shocked you for being the son of Clan
Yeah,
Delvin.
assholes.
Clan Delvin are assholes. Fuck off. No, you'll understand. They,
All that.
whether they're surprised that you're so weak. You fell unconscious.
All the Dwarven clans are assholes.
I think this might be a good time to stop for tonight. I know this sounds weird, but I just feel like this is a good time to stop for tonight.
This is pretty good because I'm really conflicted on my character.
Yeah, I mean, because you're trying to come up with a plan. You're going to get introduced, and you're getting tortured.
Well, no,
Fuck.
I just.
And this is the big structure that you guys are supposed to meet at.
Oh yeah, that's right. We did want to meet at the spire because the stairs.
Well,
come...
I said a large structure because I can make it any large structure I wanted to with DM towers.
Yeah.
But honestly, this was a place I wanted.
Yeah, 'cause it
wanted
bowled
both
out
parties to
and then the
experience
stairs-
The 13th clan.
The stairs came down from the end. We were
13.
okay. Yeah, I
I'm
remember.
gonna turn into
Okay.
a dwarf, turns into an ape.
Mhm.
I'm gonna turn into a dwarf, turns into an ape.
Okay. So anyway, yeah, we are going to end it a little early tonight, guys. So thank you for watching on the stream.
Yes, but you know, it's one thing to be an ass as a